All right, welcome. Episode 66, creeping up to that 100 of the Roundtable Hip Hop discussion. And first and foremost, I'd be amiss if I didn't introduce the people that make this fucking production happen. My esteemed co-host, first and foremost, we got in the building, the one and only Jay Cloud. What's good with your homeboy?
What's going on, y'all? Good.
Coming off that fresh Chano repost. You dig? Go ahead, man. The prices went up. I need to cut that new soundboard, bro. Today's price ain't yesterday's price. Lee of the Culture Decides. What's going on with you?
Nothing much, just trying to make it to the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I can't be chilling on a Saturday like Opie, but we chilling, we good. I'm happy to be here. Always happy to be here.
It's good to have you here. Coming out of his hiatus with the bonnet on, baby. Is that a do-rag or a bonnet? Which one?
It's
the one and only.
Hey, it's a bonnet. Hey, it keeps the hair out my ear. That's all I care about.
Dale, man, it's good to see you. How you been, bro?
No, never better, brother. Never better. Matter of fact, you got one on. You got the Jamaican one on.
Man,
you got,
but pause. You proud of my bonnet, bro.
But pause. You got your end out though.
Yeah, man, you the one like, man, it's a bonnet. You own that shit. It was good to have you in the building, brother. And one and only rocking the Super Bowl champion, future Super Bowl champion gear. Knock on wood like a motherfucker. One and only Obi. What's good with you, homie?
Oh man, not much. I'm doing good. It's probably the last week you guys are gonna get to see me wear the Bears gear unless it goes up, because I'm gonna be due to breast to put it on next week. So, we'll just have to see. I'm hoping for better, but I mean, I've been super optimistic the last few years, and I haven't been tuned in over the summer. So I'm like trying to keep myself ready and low.
I feel you. Oh, on CPT, the one and only Rogue this week. I guess you Rogue or some shit. I don't know what you is. You wear the yellow and red. Good to have you, Stuff. How you doing? It's good to have you in the building with the herbs in the background. Health is wealth. You dig? Make sure y'all shop it up. All right. But that's all I have. We got fucking 19 people coming in early birds. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all go ahead and let people know that the best podcast on hip hop is live. And we're going to get straight into the topics at hand. First and foremost, unless you've been living under a rock, Young Thug is giving us the worst post-prison run we've ever seen in history. So the first one I'm pulling up, Mariah the Scientist, his old lady, is getting clowned a little bit. So you have it. And some trolly shit. Tell Thug he's a rat. You know what I'm saying?
Foul.
It's like
he got beat up by security. Like, oh, he a rat. All right, security, get my man up out of here.
Yeah, that's kind of
like Lonnie did the other dude.
Yeah, it's kind of some low down dirty shit. But so what do y'all think of the so first and foremost, let's break down. We kind of touched on, so I'm not gonna harp too much on it or whatever. We seeing the leaked phone calls and things of that nature now is leaking down apparently to other shit, as apparently people messing with his girl at her concert. What do y'all think about the even insinuation that he's a rat?
I think somebody in the police, and I don't want to be that guy who was like conspiracy theory, but there's no way that like a simple 9-to-5 civilian got all these phone calls. Like, you didn't wake up on the day you had work and was like, I'm gonna find some Thug phone calls. This has to come from the police, because this is like too crazy. All these coming out at the same time is nuts. And half of these sound like old Gucci Man. Like when Gucci Man was on Twitter, he was just typing shit. This sounds just like that in voice form.
Gucci catching a stray. He ain't even did nothing. He ain't even had to defend himself.
Bro, remember when Gucci Man was going to jail? He was like, he said, I fuck Iggy, I fuck Nicki, fuck T.I. I'm like, damn, nigga. Like, keeping all these off in like repetitive form. Like, this is crazy. But since Young Thug's like Gucci Man, we're not going to be like, this is funny. This is more like him crashing out. Which, if you were in jail for like 2 years after your man's supposedly ratted, and then everybody's liking them, but still like not liking you, you probably go crazy too. And I don't think honestly, nobody was supposed to hear any of this.
Yeah, I agree with that. Anybody else has any assessment? Did he really rat, or they just, first of all, is it a campaign too? Like, is it a campaign? Why are all these phone calls and all this other shit coming out? Y'all think? You feel me? Who is behind that shit?
Right.
I think that's
Well,
very.
two things can be right at the same time, right? I mean, I think there's definitely something being ran against him, and there's something's going on that's not happened to a lot of people that have gone to jail. You know, he's not the first person to talk on a phone like that. But also, is he a rat? I mean, I don't know. Maybe a little bit. He's definitely talking a little too much for these phones that we know are being recorded. So what's that? You know, you can't. That's crazy. So
Yeah.
That's why I'm like confused about. I'm like, bro, you know they watching you. Like, why are you making these mistakes? And like, you were
Who
also
would put
getting
this out? But who
in
would
prison.
put this out?
You know what I'm saying?
Young Thug goes off, and then they, like I said, they releasing pretty much every artist. Like this one right here, Young Thug goes off on Kendrick Lamar after Kendrick couldn't give him a feature for his album Business is Business. You're supposed to be a nigga blessing niggas. That's why these niggas would never be bigger than Drake ever. Let's listen to this.
The only other person that gets a Kendrick versus King is Baby King, and that's his, like his cousin or his nephew or something.
What the fuck is on the key? I can't hear shit.
Getting all the damn verses to this nigga, man. What the hell you doing, crazy? All that fake. I ain't getting no rapper songs. Shit, I don't be liking them type nigga like that.
Why?
You nigga get too big. I don't want to do no feature. Why? Why you don't want to do no feature? Why wouldn't you want to do a feature for a superstar? Like he ain't like goddamn Strict calling you for a song. You know? Like,
yeah.
You really got Lil Durk calling you for a song. Lil Baby, Thug, real superstar calling you for a song. Why wouldn't you do the song? We lit, nigga. We going number 1 too. Fuck is you thinking? You know, it's just like I don't be understanding that type of shit. I'm supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life.
Yo, the Drake glaze, I ain't gonna pay us 4 minutes long, but that Drake glazing is fucking crazy, bro.
Was that album before the beef or during the beef?
I don't know when that shit came out. Business is Business.
That is before.
It had to be before because he's been way before the beef started.
Right?
That makes
Let me
sense.
fact check.
That makes sense because if
because he didn't drop anything. This was 2023, and he hasn't dropped since.
Okay,
yeah, I think this phone call is after GNX's came out.
So maybe that tweet about him.
Oh yeah. The phone call seems like it might be after, but no, the album came out like in 2023.
Yeah.
This might fall suit of what Thug was talking about in that tweet when Like That came out, and he was like, "I'm gonna mend the bridge between these two." So I guess Kendrick was trying to get Kendrick on a song the same time as Drake, so he could like mend the bridge from jail. But obviously, Kendrick didn't want to be on it, so that probably was like, "All right, damn, nigga, I was trying to mend the bridge. Fuck that shit."
I don't think that nigga trying to mean shit. But do you think it's a bit unfair? Like, let's just say, for instance, regardless, let's just skip the fact that he's dumb as fuck. You know, you're being watched and recorded all the time. Why can't somebody get this motherfucker burner? I know motherfuckers in there for like an ounce of weed who got burners. But anyway, beyond that.
I saw some dudes watching a YoungBoy concert the other day on FaceTime from jail.
Yeah, like why you on the jail phone eating up all the minutes, bro? Like, can't nobody get Mariah can't get you a motherfucking burner in the,
you know? That's what I'm saying. He was just not thinking. Like he was just it
don't make no fucking sense. And where the fuck is the music? Like I said, but let's put up this Joe Budden. I think this is an interesting synopsis of it. We're not to pay Joe Budden royalties one of these days.
Fuck about that. Gotcha. Shit. But there are valuable lessons to learn, and I'd like to focus on a different S word other than snitch. Stock. stock
as it relates to
Young Thug, and it has plummeted. It is plummeted. Y'all could keep having y'all who rat and who didn't rat conversations. The Young Thug stock, hey, Atlanta, I'm not even talking about Atlanta business. He could probably still sell out State Farm every night of the week. Outside of Atlanta, he is putting on a master class in how to take a good brand and totally fuck it up. And nobody wants to say it. Did he do a first day out freestyle?
He didn't do anything. He does features.
He made a bunch of phone calls to tell people how he felt about Gunna.
He did
chatty.
Started
chatty. Why all these people know how the fuck you feel about Gunna? Chatty. All you street niggas, chatty, the new street niggas.
Yeah.
All you fucking emotions.
All right, I'm stopping there, man. There you have it. How? Where's the? You have the prices for the Young Thug stock right now. Bottom basement. What is it? Is it Tesla? Is it motherfucking Samsung? What is the? Y'all got y'all Young.
Now's the time to call him and get a feature. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if the price is gonna get it's gonna go lower, maybe, but it ain't not by a lot.
Yo, right now, analysts are saying it's a risk buy. That's all I could say. You know what I'm saying? Like, buy if you want, but you're gonna see. It's just, I need him to shut up and just drop music. That's my only beef with him. I'm not taking away from his talent, but he just made the wrong moves. And yeah, the stock right now is looking like yeah, go in and get your features if you can. Maybe it'll force him to get to the booth, but I don't even know if he knows what he want to talk about at this point.
Right. I think he's on probation. We talked about that in the earlier episode. When he got out, we're like, okay, what's he gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying? Since he was just hit with the RICO for the lyrics.
Yeah, obviously he don't give a shit. He's tweeting all slime, twin, fucking dude or rat. This dude don't get no fuck. I think that whole narrative that he has to avoid whatever. He lighting up that Twitter. Them Twitter fingers is twittering. You feel me? So
but he's not saying I'm gonna hurt you. He's just calling people out there, people ugly. You can call people ugly as long as you don't say I'm gonna kill you and you ugly.
He also playing with fire because the whole Scooty, whatever the hell, the symbol is YSL just turned around. And I'm like, why would you drop a video explaining that or even agree to something like, yeah, that is what it is. Like, no, you're supposed to stray away from it, not try to make it artsy and say, look, I'm not doing it no more. Like,
but I just do the Jim Jones. I'm a blood, but I'm an artist.
It's a fraternity, dog. You feel me? It's a fraternity, a brotherhood.
I didn't know that, Lee. I did not know it was YSL backwards. See, I was like, I thought he just drew some
it was
shit.
like, oh, he's smart, and then he over here liking and retweeting, confirming shit. Like, please be smart. Like, why you they be in the streets, but they don't be street smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing a lot of yapping. IQ on the street level is low. Okay, like
now when the podcasters are calling you chatty, that's not a good start. Not a good sign.
Yeah, because Joe has no room to talk.
I'm about to say, if it wasn't Joe saying this, I'll be 100% on your side. But
no, I hate to agree with
really chatty patty, and been watching Joe Budden podcast for like 3 years now. That's a grown man chatting about other grown men a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of his job, though. I ain't gonna be too harsh because we up here talking about motherfuckers. But at the same fucking time, I think it's a difference between critiquing something or even like not delving in, fucking rumor, chatty, patty, catty type of fucking beefs, and then analyzing the news, right? Analyzing what comes out. I think Joe Budden kind of straddles that line sometime between analyzing or giving his opinion on something and then bash him off. Because you already know, I heard him talk mad shit about people he don't like he'll talk mad shit about Drake, but give Nicki a pass for some bullshit she did. You know what I'm saying? So
Nicki's husband gonna shadow box in the air like last interview. That nigga was talking to Nikki. He had 3 of his goons
Look
surrounding
here.
William.
All you gotta do is walk close to a school, and he can't even come close to you. You feel me? Just all you all you got to do, bro.
I'm gonna do my
Yeah, I was
podcast
gonna
in
say.
5th grade.
But yeah, let me go up here. And then latest I think we have, I'm pulling up here.
While you're pulling that up, Lee's got a great video breaking down Nicki and Drake and Kanye, some of their crazy stuff. So I'm just throwing that out there while we're switching over. That's a good one on YouTube.
Yeah, the Barbs did not like it.
Yeah,
draw the
that's how you know
eye
it's a good video, though.
Yeah, they on TikTok too. It was like, how dare you?
And then this is the OTF thing. So you know, at the leak calls come out, one of the things is I think shots was fired at Dirk, and then he responds, kind of doubles down on that. All y'all new junkies and OTF just know I'm the one that sent Brian Steele, which I'm assuming is the lawyer, to help him on my dime. I mean, who does that kind of though? You know, if you somebody to help somebody on a legal situation and then you publicly speak about it, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of some whack shit. But what do y'all think about the way he's handling these calls being rolled out? We seen the Glorilla one. I don't have that prompt pulled up because all that transpiring today. But we seeing that with all these leak calls. How do y'all think he's handling this just via Twitter? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are y'all thoughts on that shit?
He'd be better off just being quiet and letting it all settle down. But his responses are making things worse, I think.
I honestly think he didn't believe like all these calls are gonna like get leaked out, because the way he's reacting is like, damn, like he's figuring out in this time, like in real time, like we are, like, damn, did I say that last year? Like the way he sounded like he didn't eat that day, like he was just like, and mind you, this might be from all the times that him went weaned off of lean and shit. So that nigga going through mad withdrawals, and he just like, bruh, I'm mad. Niggas ain't getting me a feature. Niggas is beefing. I'm stuck in here with these muscle bound niggas. I just want diamonds on my neck and with women and drugs. Now I'm in jail.
You went through a whole
But it's true, bro. If you had $100,000 on your wrist and in 2 minutes, 10 police officers come in, take all your mans, one of your mans is actually mentally challenged, the other one's doing dirt bikes with Charleston White, and the nigga getting buff and doing jogging challenges with Gunner. Like, nigga, everybody's outside winning, and I'm still inside. Like, how you do an interview with Charleston White, Woody? Like, that's the crazy part. Like Gunner losing weight and not fucking with everybody that's called him a snitch. You gotta live on your own and die by the sword. But the other niggas like Woody, Mondo, and all them other niggas that we don't know nothing about, hey, somebody had to take it on the sword. Pause.
Hey, yo.
But nah, like, see,
where that button at? Let me find my button. I was zoned out for a minute.
I was not trying to make it like that.
No, I know.
But that's just, but it has to be that way. Somebody has to.
You're a freaking frog.
Oh no! But it's wild though.
I agree with you, but also it's like he's been living by this certain code, right? So you got to live by it and die by that sword, like you just said, right? So I get where you're coming from for sure, especially if you're coming down off some stuff. You know, that does twist things differently for sure. But you just gotta get off the phone.
Shoot, do the Gucci Man thing.
Talk to someone in the talk. Yeah, just get off the phone.
My thing is, he's not really wrong for like talking to his woman about shit, because people talk, but it's just like the fact that you didn't move smart. You know this shit's recorded. And then my thing is, like, after you got out of jail, you don't have like a PR person. You don't have like,
I was just about to say, like, where the fuck is your
like somebody to tell you this is not a good idea, bro.
Yeah.
You're not
This
doing like
dude
this.
is a multi-millionaire, and he's really sitting there with his phone tweeting. Like, you a business, bro. Ooh,
I guess that's
like, what are you doing? You are a business, dog. What you do is you should be highly curated, bro. Why are you sitting there tweeting, bro? It should be 5 motherfuckers before anything get approved to come off your account. You tweeting off you ain't even got a burner. You know
Where's
what I mean?
Gucci Man? Where's Gucci Man at a time like this?
No, this is a part of his gangster image, guys. He will probably say like, I don't need PR, but he do. He really do. He really I agree. He definitely should have like, hey, if you didn't have them before, maybe now's the time to be like, hey, I'm having a crisis. Help me.
What kind
please.
of crisis? What kind of crisis? You just called everybody you know every name in the book. What were you going through?
He needs to just be quiet.
Hey, twin. Who y'all think behind the leak calls, man? Who will have the power in the
police? Straight up. Hey, I'm gonna say the CIA at this point. The CIA at this point.
Yeah. I think that's an interesting thing. Who have the access, who have the motivation to do it or whatever, you know what I mean? Nobody's asking that question. They just kind of going, and I think Star asked it, which was interesting. You know, shout out to Star with her detective ass mind.
Right.
Yeah, who the fuck is leaking this shit and for what reason? You feel me? But if he just came out and made music, we wouldn't even be talking about this shit, bro.
Yeah, we would. Because if you call him Gorilla Ugly, you call him Gucci Man Soft. Yeah, Glorilla, sorry. Glorilla Soft, Nick Gorilla Ugly, Gucci Man Soft, and just saying a whole bunch of things about people that you know, or just people that are like high up there, it's gonna come out. Even if you put out like a deluxe of the deluxes of albums, niggas gonna be like, hey, what was that you said about Kendrick? Like niggas is still rolling, like niggas is taking that Kendrick one line and soaring off with it. Niggas made like 10 videos off that one line.
I think I don't even think he would have had bid bad with the Glorilla shit, but he started describing features. Like let's keep it real, bro. The Glorilla in 2025 ain't the same Glorilla in like 2022. That's a whole different motherfucking person. That's a build a body. Fresh teeth, fresh everything, right? Fresh weed, stylist. That's a whole different person.
It went well.
Oh yeah, I'm not mad. That's a whole different person. But the thing where he jacked up when he went big nose, big mouth, describing these clearly African features and shit, then like, oh, you're gonna draw the air up the shea butter queens. It's over with. You can't do that. You feel me? If he just been like, yo, I ain't fucking with her and moved about his life. But I think when he did that and to keep it a bean, I think the only thing that separates like a rap star from like a superstar is the support of women, right? To me, that's how Drake went from like Drizzy Drake to fucking the Drake now, right? You get the women to like you can get to that next level. And I think he may have killed his like woman support with that shit. So I'm interested to see how that goes. You know what I mean?
Superstar, like Jay-Z superstar, or like the untouchable superstars, right?
Yeah, the top echelon of
okay,
rap.
never
like,
mind. Okay, never mind.
You know what I mean? Those people that can fill out an arena, you feel me? And I don't think if you don't have the support of women, dog, it's gonna be rough for you. You know what I mean? Basically, what happened to the baby.
Mariah's catching strays too with this whole thing. I mean, she was a part of the whole call because she gonna say like, you know, they saying she looked like Rihanna. So now they're like, girl, why would you even throw that in there to egg him on? Like,
yo, why'd you say?
She set him up, bruh. She set him up.
God, no.
But we looking at him like, bro, you dated Mariah the Scientist. She don't even pass the paperback test. Like,
whoa. Let's not go that far.
Like, no, I'm saying people are already saying it. Like, this is who you're dating, and now you're calling out, you know, predominantly black features and putting them down. You're gonna look weird.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's the exact same, like almost like the baby. He was dating what's that girl name? Danny Lee, right?
Yeah.
You got the light-skinned queen, and then she started talking shit about black women, right? You know what I mean? Like once you do that, you know, it's like, ooh, you might end up doing a halftime at Milwaukee Bucks shows, motherfucker. You better calm that down, right?
Might be at SeaWorld if you keep it up. So, you know.
Wait, ain't Mariah the Scientist black? Because I saw her dad was a police officer.
She mixed. Loose lips, slink ships. DA probably leaking that shit, especially since he did it voluntarily. It's public record. Now he talking specifically about that like 2-3 hour interrogation, whatever the fucking tape, which we kind of touched on in the chat previously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's probably that DA leak. That one, the phone calls, I'm not sure, dog. The phone call seems kind of like intentional fuck your career type shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure they would want to go that far as a DA.
Yeah. I think it's probably has something to do with Gunna or something, because they're probably like, oh, look who's really the rat. Chatty Patty.
Feet kicked up, getting fat, eating honey buns, sitting in jail, talking to a girl. Ain't wrote a rap, ain't read a book, ain't did a push-up. Just in there, just feet kicked up. Girl, you see Glorilla? Her hair was fucked up. Yeah, that's kind of
chilling in prison, not on a burner. What are you doing?
Can you even get a burner if you got Rico and them niggas looking at you that closely? It's like if they catch you with that burner and you saying some shit that you shouldn't be saying under Rico, they might hit you with some serious shit. They might push you way back. Like your court case is 3 months later.
So I guess, and the last thing we need to probably hit on is, do you think it's the downfall of Thug, or does he bounce back with some good music? Can good music save the ship at this point? What do y'all think?
If Thug go ahead and collab with Real Boston Richie and like 6ix9ine,
nah, chill out.
Then we
That's
might
crazy.
have something on our hands there.
That's
but outside
crazy.
of that, no, I don't want to hear it.
That's
I didn't
crazy.
know that was supposed to be down there.
I know hiding down in the Anybody else can Thugger bounce back, bro?
I mean, if Gucci Man bounced back from all them tweets, I think he can.
But we expected that out of Gucci, though. We did not expect this out of Thug.
Did Gucci really bounce back, bro? Did Gucci really bounce back? Is Gucci of now the same Gucci?
Yeah, Gucci Man bounced back. Before he went to jail, he came out skinny. Everybody thought he was a clone. He started doing funny shit, and the music was still good. Thug, even though he has to fight the snitch allegations, as long as you make good music and like not say anything else stupid, you should be fine.
But who is he making good music with, though?
You gonna have to
he got a phone call calling everybody a bitch ass nigga, basically.
It's at 21 Savage. 21 Savage. Because 21 Savage, for some weird reason, was like, hey, man, I don't know if you should say this on this. That 21 Savage being the smartest person in all them rooms is the funniest thing ever.
Oh, 100%. I don't see 21 making no music with him, though, because he still got a street nigga image. He got to uphold, too.
Man, 21 ain't been a street nigga since
Tea and Crumpets, since he found out he was
like ever since we found out that nigga was like his name was like some French delegate shit. Niggas was like, oh, 21 Savage is like a French villain. I think his name is French too. That's another thing. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna be scared of a nigga. Oh, I'm a up dipole on sir. Like, nigga, go.
That's why he got the knife logo. You know what I'm saying? He was repping his roots right in front of us. We didn't even know.
It's a knife, Your Honor. So I think if he gets with 21, he gets with Nudie, and he gets with like the younger Atlanta hood niggas, he'll be fine. But the OGs, he might have to like go through some rigmarole, because calling Gucci Man soft, that might just make you not like well, you can't even go to the streets of Atlanta anyways for like 10 years, so there's no reason for you to like try to link with Gucci Man.
He on the band. You gotta go gospel.
Gotta get rid of all them tattoos.
Or he gonna be on his singing Thug vibes.
You gotta go Ja Rule 2004. Gonna make a Pain of Love or some shit. Nah,
he gonna have to try to win over the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
When Thug came out in that early dress days, hey.
Yeah.
Tell me,
you love me. Whatever.
No, please read my mind.
Come on, let him do that.
Just come up with a love song for women.
Thug needs to come out the closet. That's what he needs to do. In order for Thug to save his career, he needs to come out the closet, get a feature from Tyler the Creator, and everybody will forget that he snitched if he come out as gay. That's how it works.
Wait, that's gonna be worse.
All in the
left field.
He literally said
that's worse. Niggas really gonna be all right. So you a gay the whole time?
No, Tyler the Creator said he would rape a pregnant bitch and tell his friends he had a threesome. Came out as gay, and everybody forgot he said that shit.
But he made some good music in between that.
We got to clip that whole section.
Like, he made some real good music in between that and with the
time. Write that time down, Star.
Mustache. Whatever that mustache he started doing, niggas really forgave him for that.
I've thought time and time again that artists weren't going to bounce back from some weird stuff going on. Multiple names. We can all think of probably multiple names, and they bounce back every time. So as much as I would like to say it's not going to happen, I wouldn't bet against it at this point based on everything else I've seen.
Ja Rule at the house right now shaking his fist. The baby ain't come back. The baby's out of here, right?
Chris Brown doing backflips in the sky.
I mean, that's Chris Brown, bro.
Nigga, nah.
New age
Nigga,
Michael
nah.
Jackson, dog.
There's no way you thought Chris Brown was gonna have a career after that fiasco.
He was like 20 years old. Yeah, I thought he was gonna bounce back after that. Yo.
We would have forgot about it by now, because Rihanna don't talk about it no more. He don't talk about it no more.
The women don't care no more. They paying $1,000.
Don't say that. Don't say that, D. Don't say that. Women. There's a lot of women that don't like Chris Brown.
And they like right around the corner to get a picture with Breezy.
Too, though. That's my point. It's a lot of women that then packed out stadiums. He just had a packed out stadium here in Phoenix. Every woman.
Are we really comparing Thug to Chris Brown at this point? Is that
what
this podcast have delved in?
I don't think they like Chris Brown. People hold on to him fan base wise because of the nostalgia that he brings. Like, you know what I'm saying? People grew up with him. Me personally, I don't really like his antics. You know what I'm saying? Talented, but I can't get into it. Other than that, Chris Brown, nostalgic. Young Thug, he's more of a newer, like kind of like, yes, he's been around, but not as long as Chris Brown. You get me? Like their careers spanned over different years. So I don't know if he could, like, I wish he would just drop already so we could see, or we could see into the future and be like, yeah, this is how it's going. But right now, it really depends on how he comes out of this situation. That's going to be the telling signs of how he'll be able to move forward. Maybe he just needs to shut up for a very long time. Maybe not even be on social media on some like real chill. Like, we don't really see you like that. And then you drop music. And then it's like, all right, you was in that mode. Okay, you shut up and you went in that mode. Thank you. Because right now it's too much talking. In real time and revealing what he was doing in his past time, which, yeah, you know, we can't blame him for talking, but certain things maybe have a little discretion.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mariah
is he going to say on the mic?
Mariah, go break that nigga phone. But yeah, man, let's move on. We spent about 30 minutes talking about Thug, man. We got to keep it pushing. Next subject we got is Funk Flex a villain or wild speculation? Who cares? Is the radio dead anyway? So as we know, Funk Flex had made a announcement acting like he was going to retire. In reality, he was just changing time slots and ended up getting DJ Nuff kicked off. And DJ Nuff, I think, took offense to that. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this video.
Joe was here.
Khaled was here.
Khaled came out for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you've been doing this a long time, and you're a vet.
Yeah.
I'm sure you maybe wanted to have some tears. I know you didn't cry,
I cried.
You
sure.
did cry.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's emotional.
These guys make me cry.
Yeah, 27 years.
E Styles, Lady S, they all cry all the time.
Oh my God! So
they're telling their stories, and I can't. It's hard to hold it in.
So I want to know this. What happened? I know it's a loaded question, but wherever you want to start, what happened? Because we see you're not on the air. We see Camilo got kind of demoted, kind of, sort of.
I don't know what's happening with that.
Okay.
All I know is I'm off the air. It's time for a new chapter. I don't think Flex is going anywhere. Flex is staying. He's just going to a new shift.
Okay.
It's just as simple. It's time for me to go. I've been there for a long time, and I just think maybe the direction they want to go is not a good fitting for me.
So there's a rumor that Flex had a tantrum, possibly, and you know that he could be the reason why you're out.
Maybe.
Can you speak to that?
Maybe. I think so. Maybe. I can't prove it.
Okay.
But in my heart, that's what I feel would happen.
Okay. Have you had a conversation with him? Have you seen him?
No.
Has he texted you saying anything?
No.
No communication at all.
No.
Do you feel slighted a little bit? I know you might.
Do.
Yeah.
Because I don't deserve that from him.
Yeah.
Especially, him being the creator of this radio station. He gave a lot of us, the opportunity to do what we got to do, especially in hip hop in New York.
Yeah.
So it wasn't supposed to come from him. Anybody else, maybe, but not from him.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be my peer, my boy. We built this building and this legacy together.
were you guys cool?
Yeah, of course we were.
So there's no rift.
It wasn't supposed to be no rift.
Right.
So I don't understand where it came from. That's the unclarity that I don't understand. My ratings were good, and they felt good. And we haven't had a PD in the building over a year, and our ratings were on fire. So how do you get rid of somebody when we're on top of our game?
All right, and there you go. You get the gist of it. And then I think Funk Flex went on like a rant, like a 20-minute rant. I think the other day. I don't have that queued up, but DJ Nuff, you don't know, legendary, broke a lot of people, man. Been at that radio station for a couple decades, I think. So it's kind of interesting. They pushed him out. You know, this goes with the whole Funk Flex is a snake type of shit. So what do y'all think about that? If you know anything about DJ Nuff, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to chime in? And is that kind of a bold move? Or is he kind of playing into the hype? So because she's kind of adding loaded questions because they can't say that he for sure got him pushed out that slot, but that's the speculation. You know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think? Are they trying to? You think like these TMZ types are trying to push that, and he's falling into it because he's kind of hurt, or this Funk Flex really the villain they try to portray? You feel me? What do y'all think?
Yeah. I think they were pushing him. I think they were pushing him into it. And I heard the Flex rant. And you know, I will say one thing. You know, people don't fuck with Flex, but he's one of those guys that if he had him off the station, if he had him push off the station, he would have said some shit like, you know, you just weren't getting the job done. You know, you weren't a good fit for the station anymore. That time came and you had to go. Like, he's the type of person that would get on air and say that shit. But it was really the complete opposite. Like, no, I didn't get you, I didn't get you pushed out of there, but I know who did.
Ebro or might be Ebro.
Yeah.
Well, he's got issues up there as well. So it's like, because he's starting to like move over to Apple. So I don't think he has any of it either, because they all got bosses.
I think that's a good point. Funk Flex is very much loud about his opinion, but you know, we're gonna see what he's saying. I haven't seen this video yet, so we're gonna see what he's saying.
Oh yeah, so this is a little clip of him applying. This is part of that 20-minute rant. I'm not even probably gonna play the whole 5 minutes because it's straight to the point. But
since we're using the word brotherhood, then we get to he moves to another slot. Miraculously, in some way, somebody steps on him up there. Your own team is supposed to help you with your show, not take it from you with a smile or tell you thanks for passing the torch in your face. That's not what we do up here. So, back to my brother, who I love. TMZ could never twist me up to flip on my guy. I love him to death. Y'all could change words, do words, whatever. And you other two, snake number one, snake number two, hiding so far in the cut. So far. So far.
Deep in that grass.
But want those shows. Sometimes people never have any intent to help you. Sometimes people have intent to help you into the grave.
Or use you. All right. There we go. He kind of threw out some subliminal Snake 1 and Snake 2. So he is mentioning some couple people who supposedly had a hand in getting them bump out of there. I wonder, we could speculate who that is or whatever. But he's, like you said, he's not saying he had anything to do with getting up out of there. He says, my question is, y'all like 50-year-old men, bro. Why y'all fucking just don't talk about the shit? You feel me? Like,
who wants to tell your mans, yo, you ain't hitting like you used to. You gotta go. Like, if you've been like that guy for years and you've been just as important as me, then yeah, it's probably hard to have the conversation saying you ain't hot no more.
Yeah. He wasn't hot. He just said he got pushed out by two snakes. You feel me? That's kind of what he's insinuating, that somebody did push him out. But Apparently his ratings was good. What you about to say? Sorry to cut you off there, OB, bro.
Oh no, you're all good. I was just gonna say, normally I've heard a lot of bad stories about Flex, and I would probably say, like, normally seeing this video, even that maybe he's just kind of saying whatever to cover himself. It's kind of hard to say because of so many stories I've heard. But that said, other people are getting fired from Hot 97. I even heard the other day that, like Peter Rosenberg was saying he wouldn't be surprised if he's gone in the next 2 weeks. Like, kind of sounds like they're clearing house over there and getting rid of a bunch of people. So on that end, it might not be Flex pushing all that.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. Flex is not somebody who cares about covering his tracks. The perception of him is the last thing on his mind.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that's a good segue into kind of the second half of what I want to ask y'all. This is just a symptom of the radio dying? You know what I'm saying? I know Hot 97 is the mecca, apparently, of New York radio, and New York's supposed to be one to break records. That may not have been true for quite a while, to be honest with you. Is this just a symptom of the the streaming services taking over, these podcasters taking over, the streamers taking over? Is that part of that?
I think it's a symptom of what's been going on in the workforce, period, like across media and entertainment, which, outside of my podcast job, that's where I work. They've been doing layoffs across every media entity, like ones that have been successful. Like, if you pay attention to like that type of like news, like every single media and entertainment type of job have been doing layoffs. And it was at NPR the other day. They had to do layoffs as well. And Tiny Desk had to confirm, like, no, we're good. Just this other side of the business. Like, it's just whether it's radio, whether it's people that's publishing articles, and it's not just media related, and it's like, other things related. That's just what's going on. Like, even outside of media, healthcare, a lot of places, that's just what it is. These companies, the people that are high up in the rooms, higher than Funk Flex and DJ Nuff, they're the ones that's making the cuts. They're like, hey, we need cost saving cuts, and we need to make it seem like we are a profitable business for the next quarter. You know what I'm saying? Q4 is around the corner, so this is typically what happens. Every quarter comes up, they cut people. So that's just a symptom of what's going on. Radio, I mean, yeah, people are streaming more. To answer that directly, I do think that that's also probably why they are making decisions like that. Like, well, hey, guys, we don't need that many streams. They're gonna knock them off and probably put podcasts in those slots. Who knows? Like,
yeah, no, I mean, for me, that's definitely a big part of it. From what I would say, right? Like, is a lot of those people at Hot 97, like, they kind of gotten in that point where they're just coasting and chilling. I know a couple of people up there that maybe listen to like 10 new albums a year, which is why sometimes I've even asked the question on Twitter, like, how much new music or how much like do you have to be consuming stuff from artists and being in tune with what's actually going on to like be in hip hop, kind of? Because if you're only hearing maybe 10 albums a year, like, you're not in the know, right? I don't know.
Well, they're not breaking artists
and
anymore.
you're a DJ on Hot 97, or a personality. You're a big person up there, but you're not in touch at all.
I mean, Enough is probably a lot more in touch than Flex, because he's played homies of mine like in the afternoon.
And I wasn't talking about Enough.
Yeah.
But yes,
and that's crazy too, because sometimes they're just repeating Funk's previous recording. So it's like, yo, there's obviously room for other people, but they want to save that money instead of putting maybe even someone new there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yo, he's talking like it's 2 days ago. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Or this is last week's recording. So I don't know. I think it's a money thing.
Yeah, a lot of pre-recorded mixes go up, stuff like that. Not mixes, but even like full shows practically.
I think once the radio was no longer like breaking artists, they kind of lost their power a long time ago in that sense, where they're literally paying the same fucking like 20 songs back to back to back. So for like an artist that's not already in the machine, it's really no incentive for you. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cloud, Enough still playing people that bring music, but the rest of these cats, bro, they not playing nobody, no artist if you ain't in the top 20 of their approved list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but keep in mind though, when he did shit like that, you're not supposed to be doing shit like that, because at the end of the day, radio is for advertising. Radio isn't for it's not for music. It's for advertising. So they need to retain listenership. So they need to play that shit that's like, shit that's recognizable or shit that's already familiar to people to, play basically surrounding the ads, but it's really in between the ads. Because the ads are, what makes
the
the
fucking problem like 15 times, like, well, more than 15 times in a day. It's like, all right, bro, I heard this song.
Yeah, but it's a business. It's a business.
Mm-hmm. And I think in their heads, they're like, we're hoping to catch a new wave of audience every, how often they play that song every hour or so, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, all right, this is a hot hitting song. We're going to catch the next wave of people that's maybe commuting and listening to the radio, driving or whatever the case is. And let's put in that ad there, and it's very much true. It's an advertising service, which is why they're also being impacted by the layoffs there too, because if you're not making ad dollars, people not buying the ad slots, you're not retaining, good metrics. They don't want to buy anymore, and that's how it's gonna die out.
Yeah, and Hot's in a really weird position, right, where they kind of like claim to be, if I'm not messing their slogan up too bad, like the home of hip hop or where hip hop lives. It's something like that they say, right? But then I'm pretty sure I've also heard Ebro or Rosenberg and these guys say like, well, we're a popular music channel, like a station. It's not hip hop. We're popular music. So they're on this weird line, right? It's like we're not expecting the Breakfast Club or Power 105 or whatever it is to break records like we do for Hot, kind of, right? So it's just, they're in a weird position where they put themselves at this spot for hip hop, but they're a commercial, organization, realistically.
Yeah. I will say, when you did get like late at night, you got more so those people that were willing to break people. Like 9 times out of 10, if I heard some local shit, like just from my perspective growing up in Chicago or whatever, it was mostly like the late night shows. Those are the people to me that even as far back as maybe 20 years ago, that was playing, the newer artists at night. That's normally when you got your shot. That's like the first time I heard Lupe was like some late night shit before he popped. You know what I mean? So do we even have that anymore? You feel me?
Yeah, like late at night, like Rosenberg would be playing shit like Aesop Rock or Homeboy Sandman, that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when you have less you have more leeway to do shit like that.
And see, I like that, but I think he gets sent a lot of those records, right? Which is fine, and that makes sense. But also,
how else are you gonna get the records? You gotta get sent the records, right?
But no, I think Rosenberg's pretty in tune because
to be honest, he's the one that I'm talking about when I say he hears about 10 to 15 albums a year.
He got wrestling to cover, bro. He ain't gotta be time to be listening to no more.
He's probably the most in touch one up there.
You think?
I'm
so?
not saying he's
even
not,
more so
but
than
I listen to Juan Epstein twice a week, and I pay attention to what he says he listens to, and it's not it's minimal. He's definitely hearing singles and not full albums for a lot of stuff. It sounds like.
It does. It is very time consuming, bro, to listen to a lot of albums and shit like that. So,
I don't blame him fully. It's just, if you're gonna say you're tapped in, Rosenberg will say nobody that's not a DJ should make a list. But then, I hear some of the albums he has and hasn't heard, and you're like, okay, well, then maybe you should be making the list, but you haven't heard X. Like, I don't know.
I don't know though. I think you have a high standard too, Obi. You be finding motherfuckers be like, how the fuck did you?
Bro, because he don't. That's somebody who ain't got time like to listen to shit every day. Like
he
you know what
didn't.
I'm
He didn't hear or know how to say Big X the Plug's name until this year. Like he doesn't even ever heard a record.
But I mean, bro, that's not
that's
not the type of shit he's listening to. He's listening to shit like the shit that I make. Like he's listening to like underground rap shit. He's not listening to Big X the Plug, bro.
I know, but he works at Hot 97 on the radio. Like you got to have some knowledge of also the popular stuff that's decent. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's 2025 you're getting on Big X.
Big X is nice. Big X is nice.
I would say because he gets paid to do it on the regular, whereas some of us are just out here doing this because we have a hobby and we love it,
baby.
Then it's your responsibility to know it. Even if you gotta hire somebody to help you, like just be on track with it. God damn it. Like I do think like if you're in that media world, then it's even more on you to like really have a well-rounded like idea of what those sounds are out. You know what I'm saying? Not just like your preferred music if you're in a certain position. That's my hot take, I guess.
And mind you, I like Rosenberg. I'm not trying to like. That's why I didn't want to say his name because I'm not trying to like gang up on him. To be honest with you, because he might see it and he might feel bad, and I don't want to. I'm a fan, but
I ain't gonna say what
I
I
want. People that are in the media and talking hip hop and gatekeeping or doing any of that stuff, like get your knowledge up. Be a little bit more up on it. That's all I'm asking.
Why are we allowing people named Rosenberg to hold these positions?
Hey, don't you do it.
Where they
don't
can just
you do
get
it
paid
on YouTube.
anything, though.
Don't you? I'm still getting strikes from 2021.
But hasn't Rosenberg been in the game for like over 2 decades?
Well, not even just Rosenberg. We could go with Jimmy Iovine as well. Why is he in a position to gatekeep our music? And then that opens another conversation. Is hip hop even ours anymore? Because we not making no ad dollars off of it.
It depends. You still have millionaires. You have people who are multimillionaires. They may not be getting the money.
They may be multimillionaires, but their revenue is far greater than what their net worth is. And there are people making 10 times as much money as our greatest stars are making off of their product.
And what
because
industry
again,
doesn't happen?
we don't own that.
Acting, same thing. Music industry, distribution is where you're gonna get the big money at, but that doesn't mean it's no value in hearing the music, right? When I sit there and like have some of my best moments and I think of the music that accompanies those moments, I don't think, damn, Jimmy Iovine is rich off this fucking shit, right? It's still on a micro level. It still affects you. It still can affect you, right? You still have protests where they have a fucking song, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right, you know what I mean? Like it still affects the people in themselves. So you got two different conversations in there. Yes, we can speculate about the money. At the same time, still something powerful. Nobody says what the fuck was Bob Marley's net worth, right?
And read them contracts.
Hey, listen, man. At the end of the day, if Rosenberg and Charlemagne were hanging over a fucking volcano, I'm saving Rosenberg. I'm dropping that bald nigga in the fucking lava.
Hey, nah, I gotta say, Charlemagne had too many good moments.
Sorry, man.
Charlemagne told some far in his face.
I'm with Cloud.
No, that ain't it.
Rosenberg 100% for sure.
Yeah, I'm with D. Leaving them, going home, leaving.
Yeah, hey, that's between y'all. I'm Charles. That's between y'all, bro. Figure it out.
You gotta say a name.
That nigga is way more damaging to everything. So
Charlemagne is
absolutely, man.
Charlemagne annoying, but I wouldn't say he's damaging.
Is he stopping artists from breaking?
I would
think so. I mean, is he stopping anybody from getting in the music industry? I don't think Charlemagne has that power. You think so?
He's just an
at
agent.
the Breakfast Club, maybe, but not anywhere.
Well, I mean, he's high up at iHeart. Don't get it twisted.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. He has power beyond Breakfast Club.
Yeah, because you can't go to Hot Nights. You can't probably go to any New York place to interview. He's gonna be like, "Hey, man, it's Charlemagne. Don't interview BX."
Yeah, Charlemagne has equity out here.
Yeah, and that's like
you piss him off. He probably get you blackballed, but I don't think he's making or breaking anybody. I don't think that's
interview based, but not like you can't perform in New York. He ain't saying you can't come in my city.
Yeah.
Which he's from South Carolina, so you can't say that's from my city.
Monk's Corner, the worst part of fucking.
You'll never play
Whoa,
a summer
whoa,
jam
whoa!
again.
I seen worse in South Carolina. I seen worse.
South Carolina. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Any last thoughts on that joint? That was a good discussion, man. I like that shit. Stove God Cooks. We're gonna keep it quick with this one. Finally speaks on the situation. Rock Nation, Shady Records, blah blah blah. Let's play this real quick.
Maybe these are rumors. They act like they're not listening, but they listening. They all start calling me and they say, well, you know, Stove God was approached by, maybe these are rumors. They like, you know, I think Hove and them approached them, Eminem. Everybody try to sign you at some point, but you on like a contract that is like hard to, I mean, explain that to me, man.
Game is disgusting.
Say that again for the guys down the block.
The game is disgusting. You don't know it. That's just like everything else. You don't know until you know. I'm not going. Like I said, you don't miss your moment. I do this very well. I do some other shit very well. I'm not. If I ain't comfortable, we ain't going. So yeah, I done got some calls from. I ain't never got the call straight from Hove, but
close to it.
Yeah. Shady. Yeah. Everybody don't reach out.
They ain't talking the right.
Stuck
They
in
ain't
this
talking
limbo.
the right there.
Oh no, they talking. We just stuck.
He's just under a situation where you know he has a volatile partner.
You don't stop. My question to y'all, we hear what's going on, some shady business with Stove God Cooks. I know we had actually a conversation, I think, on this podcast why he ain't higher up on the echelon. You feel me? This may be part of that reason. You feel me? So my question to y'all is, I guess, is this like a warning to other artists about this? Can we learn something from this whole situation? You feel me?
Listen, man. He signed to a label that everybody knows is bullshit. Like everybody, like I don't know how he got caught up in that situation because he signed to Baby Grand Records. Baby Grand Records has a fucking horrible like even worse than Tommy Boy. They have a horrible reputation, and I don't know why or how he ended up there. Because first of all, Lord Jamar discovered him, and Lord Jamar is on Baby Grand Records, and I know Lord Jamar knows like about the their bullshit practices about how they don't pay artists and all that. So yeah, that's the situation he's in. He's like locked in with them, and I would be surprised if he sees a fucking cent off whatever album that he puts out.
Nasty work. Anybody else? Any other thoughts on the situation? Label situation.
I just don't get how people are making these kind of mistakes. Like, I feel like it's always been a thing. Like, hey, watch out with what you sign. Watch out with these labels. And people, we still hearing these horror stories. So I'm like, y'all not reviewing, y'all not fact checking. Like, what's going on? So
he definitely didn't call anybody and ask for their input. Because if he called somebody and asked, like, "Yo, I'm in the talks,"
they'd been like, "No."
They would have told him, "No, get the fuck away from them. Get away from them."
I'm gonna piggyback off what Lee said and of what Stove said, and I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but if what he said is true, I'm good at rapping, I'm good at other things. I think he was following the mindset of Biggie, like, oh, I can rap, but this stove is still on. I could turn the stove on and still be a millionaire. So I think hopefully Westside tells him to not mess with the stove literally and just stick to rapping. Because Stove Guy is great. And I didn't think he would be in this bad of a predicament, knowing that the guys that you rap with are in like better or like in great deals. So here's hoping he just sticks to rapping, because I don't want him to go back to doing what he was doing before rapping.
Free Stove God.
It's funny. He was in jail and now he's out of jail and now he has trying to free
How
himself.
old is Stove? Like, you can't find nothing on how old he is. Because I was wondering like how old you was when you signed it, because you can kind of blame like young nativity and shit like that. But he looked like he about pushing 40 and shit. How old is Stove God? Any y'all know,
Man, I thought Pooh Shiesty was 32. Pooh Shiesty younger than me.
Pooh
Oh wow.
I'm
I wonder how
32.
old
Pooh Shiesty 24. I'm astonished.
Wow. After like 2018, I stopped feeling bad for people in bad deals because like there's way too much information out there for you to
Far
still
too much.
fall for that shit.
You were gonna say something else. I know you were.
Huh?
He says you got something on your mind. Something on your mind. What you got?
That S word.
I think a lot of these people, though, if they throw that advance money, depending on what they threw at them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, man, is starving artists, literally. You feel me? So if you never really had a bag off rap and somebody's dangling 10,000, 20,000 in front of your face to sign a piece of paper, honestly, as a street dude or something, it's like 20K and all I got to do is sign a piece of paper. And you finna promote my music? Hell yeah, sign me up for that shit. You motherfuckers ain't really reading shit.
I ain't got to
And
sell
that's
shit.
why we don't own hip hop right there.
Right.
Yeah.
We just need to learn from Master P, man. Ownership over everything. Own your ish, bro.
But Master P was, well, other than the group, he was really a salesman instead of a rapper. Because after the group disbanded, he became a salesman, which is not a bad thing.
You'll notice that a lot of our like best rappers that have ownership, they start off selling their CDs out the trunk. And I feel like rappers that sell CDs out the trunk have way more longevity than everybody else.
In 2025, who the hell is selling CDs out the motherfucking trunk?
That's how a lot of these guys started. Larry June
Yeah, in
selling CDs out the trunk. Master
nine-
P selling CDs out the
Yeah, in
YTB Fat
1999,
selling CDs out the trunk.
Cars don't even have CD players no more.
Exactly.
I haven't seen a CD since 2012.
You
Go
better
to
off on the
in
Bandcamp route.
2025, go to Memphis, go to any gas station. Somebody finna try to sell you their mixtape while you pumping gas.
You
It
talk
still
about
happens today.
Memphis. You talk about Memphis, Tennessee.
In the
That's-
hood. You feel me? Like, don't
That's
stop at no
hustle
gas.
flow.
If you're not from Memphis, first and foremost, if you're not from Memphis and this motherfucker's in front of that with DVDs and CDs, keep rolling. Take your ass somewhere else.
That nigga about to rob you.
You feel me?
Blank.
Don't do it. They say check it out. Don't check it out. I think that's terrible advice for some of these people.
He said, don't check it out.
But nah, I mean the Bandcamp thing is what people doing now, like the pay, and we just seen a lot of artists just recently do that. You know, Mick Jenkins did that with one of his releases, right? Where you pay something and you get access to it. You can do it that way, but I'm not so sure how much. Honestly, streaming has killed a lot of shit of avenues to be able to independently do shit, bro. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth, man. Like if you want to break to a certain level, you kind of got to deal with these streaming platforms. You feel me? Actually, I'll toss that to y'all. Can you be successful without dealing with the streaming platform? Y'all think you can still do that in 2025?
No, because where you gonna put your music at? You gonna put it on Bandcamp where you gotta like sign up and do stuff, or I can just go to Apple Music and hit a button and boom, I got you. It's all about the accessibility, and people want the easy way to find stuff. Like if I could just click one button and find a nigga instead of having to like go through your LinkedIn and go through and creating stuff, like I'm not gonna take 5 minutes out of my day to sign up for something. Boom, got you, cuz. I listen to a lot of people, so even people that I just walk up and say, "Hey, I want Apple Music," I'll listen to it. So it's an easy way. It's a bad thing and a good thing because you can find damn near anybody on it. You just gotta take time to find them, I guess.
I feel you. Convenience is a motherfucker, right? If you don't make it convenient for people, they're just gonna go to the next thing. Particularly if you're not bringing something new and innovative, right? If you sound like 50 other million motherfuckers and I can literally just hit play and listen to the same or similar song, I don't know if that's gonna work out for you. You feel me? But any last thing on Stove God? Anything on labels in general, or just the game being independent? Y'all got anything else?
Hopefully we get some more music here soon. Might not be through the way everybody expects it, like on Spotify, but
yeah, he's gonna sell it direct. He's gonna sell it direct because he sold his last album for like 25 on the website.
Yeah, I think the last
And
two.
people,
came
yeah,
out.
people act like, oh man, he hasn't dropped anything since Reasonable Drought. Like, yeah, no, he has. He dropped the album. You just don't buy albums, so you didn't get that.
What's up, Black Story out there in the chat? Niggas still buy CDs, no cap. We sold some on tour. Yeah, but is it enough to survive? You paying your mortgage and rent off CD sales? I don't know if you can. That's possible. You feel me?
I didn't say survive.
You're not paying them off
but
the
that's how they
streams.
get on. It's hustling. You got to start
That's
somewhere.
true. That's true. Getting half of a penny off a stream. You feel me?
You'll be lucky if $1 million won't even pay your rent, bro.
Well, that's why you kind of still got to the big
I
thing.
mean, $1 million streams.
I'm about to say, what rent you got? You can't pay $1 million
$1 million
on.
streams.
That's
$1 million streams
amazing.
won't even pay your rent.
The big thing I think beyond CDs is on tour. That's kind of what you got to do. You have to get in the clubs. You have to get out there. You cannot really try to soldier boy it up, I think, in this year where you sit in the crib making fucking music in your basement and think motherfuckers is going to listen to it, right? You kind of got to
put
let's
yourself
not
say
out
that
there.
now. There was a time frame where Soulja Boy was ruling the internet for a good decade.
There will be no streaming without Soulja Boy.
Hey,
And you couldn't be a has-been at 34 years old.
Hey,
He was the first rapper to do it, y'all.
You didn't Superman before I did it. I made Superman.
He was the first to do it all.
Soulja Boy's only sin was trying to be a teenager past his 30s. That's it, and that's all.
Man, look here, you shouldn't be reminiscing at 34, dog, with a bottle of Paul Masson talking about what you did in 07, bro. That's terrible. I don't want to go out like that, bro. That's
Very
all like
true.
that. All right, let me crash dummy it up. This is gonna be very quick.
Hey, Dad.
Crash dummy of the week. I present to you Exhibit A.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record it. That's not okay. I'm just letting you know. This is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babysit. Can you give me his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
And it's what it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
You don't pay for shit either.
$170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 for that
You don't
bitch.
got shit in your bank account.
Get out.
So much to unpack here. So much to fucking unpack. First and foremost,
That was so good.
that was ridiculous. But anybody who has a little kid knows that little kids cry when they leave mama's titty, right? Little kids cry when they get off the hip. He'll be all right. You give him a fucking fruit snack and a juice box. He probably chilling the rest of the ride. You know what I'm saying? And to have the camera set up, first and foremost, brother, PJ Washington, who's a pretty famous basketball player who just signed an extension, right? They're pocket watching you.
900 mil.
For two, on top of that, you want to pick a neutral, whoever's your lawyer, whoever you have representation, dog, have them meet you in a neutral place, bro. Sign an agreement because they got you set up for the okie doke. This woman, Brittany Renner, and her mom, who I can hear her cholesterol through the phone, right? Got to be a big white woman. Anyway, I'm talking about her moms. I'm talking about
no. If you look in the window, you see a white woman hold the phone.
Yeah, a hefty one at that, right? But anyway, the thing is, they're trying to set you up for the okie doke to get you to crash out to do something out of character, so she can deny your visitation and probably up the child support on you. You did right by getting about that situation. At the same time, bro, continue and try to even get custody of your son. I would recommend you, yo, because you are dealing with somebody who does not want to work, thinks you are a bag, got with you 6 years older than you, basically, you know what I'm saying, worked you. And honestly, it was kind of stupid of you to even do that. You should have rubbed it up, brother, but it's all right. At least you knew to get out that situation, got married to your queen, you moved on, you paid child support. But the funny thing in this video, if y'all weeped it or not, she said 3 weeks in a row, indicating that this man 3 weeks in a row has picked up his kid 3 weekends in a row. Some of these people struggling to get their kid for the summer, dog. 3 weeks in a row. The second thing you peep, he only got $11,000 in his bank account. This is a 2-year-old with $11,000 in his bank account, dog.
Nigga, give me 11.
How many road buckets can you buy, bro? How many juice boxes can you afford, bro? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I know people right now, women right now, fighting for $150. And when that man dropped that $150 off, you swear he conquered the world, right? He dropped it. You better spend that money on my baby. This man put $11K in your baby's bank account and you pocket watching his wife, yo. And that's why you're not a wife. That is why you are yelling at his wife, right? As the baby mama. That is why you are forever baby mama and you will be destined to be a 40-year-old single mother, right? It is what it is. All that glitters ain't gold. And that just be a lesson to brothers out there, man. If you know you got something going for yourself and there's a woman out there who has said what she's trying to do, run for the hills, man. If you're gonna have your fun, but dog, that ain't it, man. And I think
there's get a vasectomy and then do the do.
Nah, I'm not letting them touch nothing. I'm not letting them touch nothing down there.
It's reversible. It's reversible for men.
Nah, I'm straight. I'm good. I seen them fuck up the wisdom teeth surgery.
Do that.
Nah, but in a I guess the wise men called Belle Biv DeVoe, I think their name was, right? They had very wise words that I think you should heed. And I'm just gonna play it for you brothers out there who might run into a Brittany Renner as a man with money. Don't trust the big butt in a smile. Okay. Run for the hills, brothers. But Brittany Renner, you take the crash dummy of the week. So take your car crash.
You asking a lot from me. You asking a lot.
So y'all ready?
Big butts y'all
I'll stop eating pork. I'll start eating pork before I do that.
There's a reason that bad bitches are called bad bitches and not good women. And we have to tell people that, hey, sexual discipline is gonna save your life, because wrapping it up is not a good idea. You should not have sex with that woman. Don't touch her.
You shouldn't even deal with it. Don't even talk to her.
You don't even. She's gorgeous. I give her that. But so what?
I mean, Brittany just
like
she was
Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates turned her into a Muslim and some more stuff. Religion could not save this woman. It's a done deal.
Yeah, he
bro. She was a Muslim for 2 weeks, dog.
You got to look at a succubus, call it what it is, and walk off. Because I can't feel, just like bad deals, I can't feel bad for these niggas, and they have bad baby mamas now. It's been too many occasions. We've seen it too many times.
Right.
Like, oh man, this young boy, all this money, he had sex with the wrong woman. Like, no. She got him because he was stupid. Stop being stupid. Education gonna save your life.
But how?
This before.
And Hotep's right. But depending what city you're from, Brittany Renner might be Queen Elizabeth in your eyes.
Nah, to keep it real with you, bro.
Okay, so we need to teach these young boys what to value in women, because Brittany Renner ain't got nothing valuable.
We ain't got to teach them shit. He has two parents. But the thing about PJ Washington, bro, he has two parents who are together to this day, who are college educated and athletes, right? If they couldn't teach you, how the fuck anybody else gonna teach you, right? But at the same fucking time, you know what I'm saying? He went to prep school. He didn't see a Brittany Renner coming, dog. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
He didn't
I feel like somebody told him.
Shit.
Somebody told him.
People getting robbed right now because they are square and they with the wrong woman, bro. You know what I mean? Date within your class, bro. That's
we got Blueface on camera telling DDG about his entire next 18 years of his life. Somebody told PJ Washington something, but he didn't care because he was on strong at the moment.
He didn't.
That's
He
it,
no
that's
match
all.
for Brittany Renner, dog. PJ Washington
Yes.
prep school. PJ Washington was no match for Brittany Renner. That's why you need your circle and your family to kind of. You seen what's that football? Jaden Daniels when his mom snatched him about that stands and shit when that old girl tried to
Nah,
sing.
that's doing too much.
You
it's
need
not
that
big,
shit.
bro.
You 20 years old with $1 million. You need that shit, bro.
But the girl beside has 20 million too.
Nah, I don't know about that, bro. I know Juju got 20.
Well, she got money. If we're both stars, and if she was like somebody who was just trying to grab it for my money and she ain't had nothing, sure.
Her having
She
some
can
money is
ball.
different. Brittany Renner don't have
NFL money
She
is
got-
different than WNBA money, dog. We not even gonna have
Oh
that.
no, you are 100% right. But at
We
least she
ain't
got
gonna have that discussion. Starting quarterback money and WNBA money.
Oh no, yeah,
Anyway.
you're right. You're 100% right. But I'm saying, at least she got some money.
Okay, it was common knowledge that Brittany is ran through, so he just
And this has
wanted
been 10
to.
years now.
He wanted
It
to
ain't
be
like
nosy.
she just came out.
Yeah,
Brittany
he wanted
Renner
to be
been known
nosy,
for
and that's
that.
his problem. That's his problem.
That's his problem.
All right, we shade rooming it up out here. Let's listen to some music, man. All right, well, we have artist Cloud9. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Interesting spelling there, brother. With his song Mistakes. So make sure you mute your mic. Hopefully this comes through not distorted, but let's see what we got.
Produced by Coletta, man.
Nowadays, I guess it's hard to be loyal. Claim they ride for you, but driving like a car with no oil. What's hard to know is who's real and who isn't. System corrupted, start speaking facts to their face and they start changing the subject. Yeah, sick of the fakes, guess I had it out. Weed them out in time. A lot of snakes run with rabbits and eat them out they spine. I'll never lean toward being average or I'm out my mind. Clearly be more savage who's sort of out of line. Got demons fiending to keep me as a host, but I'm just weaning off of people who agreeing the most. Cause those are the type of people who ended up being a host. And if they hate me, tell them sorry, all they be is a joke. This ain't murder though. Some bitches they talk, but I ain't heard a hoe. Left free with no regrets, don't feel the need to be upset. I tell a story when I rap. I hope the messages I sent are all the messages you get. When I spit fire, people sweat. Wanna know God, start praying some more. Yeah, humbled my pain and the pain became more. Yeah, can't wake up on days when it rains or it pours. I guess that's how I gotta pay for mistakes from before. Yeah, wanna know God, start praying some more. Yeah, humbled my pain and the pain became more. Yeah, can't wake up on days when it rains or it pours. I guess that's how I gotta pay for mistakes from before. Yeah. Jersey bred like the Nets, over your head like the Jets. Took so many losses, how the hell I progress? Bunch of frauds you soft, we can't ever get all be obsessed. That's what life really turned into when you offer the check. Groupies on your ass expecting sex or lack of respect. But watch them dissipate soon as they see you in debt. I spend a lot of time alone just to alleviate stress. I only travel just to see how this shit be on the west. Yeah, sorry for the problems I caused to all parties involved. I hope one day we can make peace and evolve. Whatever issues, let them cease and dissolve. Don't feel the need to be solved. Can't recreate what we love when it's too late and it's gone. Ay. People around who be killing me, cause they lack accountability. They act like they really fulfilling me, till I hit them 1, 2, 3 times like a trilogy. Wanna know God, start praying some more. Yeah, humbled my pain and the pain became more. Yeah, can't wake up on days when it rains or it pours. I guess that's how I gotta pay for mistakes from before. Yeah, wanna know God, start praying some more. Yeah, humbled my pain and the pain became more. Yeah, can't wake up on days when it rains or it pours. I guess that's how I gotta pay for mistakes from before. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Cloud9 with Mistakes. Hopefully everybody got to hear the audio. I'm not sure. I see a chat in here. That nigga mid. Anyway, I shouldn't have read that out loud, right? So anyway, we're gonna start off with this week. Cloud, man. What do you think of Cloud9 with Mistakes? Cloud and Cloud9, you got thumbs up them, bro. Off the rip. You feel me?
Oh shit, I was muted. Yeah, I said no. There's only one cloud around here, man. I gotta give it a thumbs up, man.
You said a thumbs down or thumbs up? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, thumbs down.
Down? Any particular reason why?
Yeah, it just wasn't. I wasn't feeling it. And there's only one cloud around here.
Yeah. I gotta find the hate button pretty late. Somebody remind me to hit the hate button. All right, Lee, you up. What do you think?
Second that. Who's this new cloud around here? But it's just not for me. Like, I listened to it before. This is my second time listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not for me. And it's crazy when I first clicked on Spotify, because I use Apple Music, y'all. So I want to say, when I clicked on Spotify, it led me to a different song of his for some reason. And when I played it, I was like, what the fuck is this? This can't be the song they told me to listen to. So I went back and then I found the right one. And then I still was like, it's like the flow, the cadence, the beat, it's not blending well for me. I feel like he maybe needs to try something different. It just feels like he was forcing a lot, and I don't know. It's not my take. Is he talented? Does he probably have a better song out there? Yeah, but not my cup of tea. So it's a thumbs down. I feel like
Okay. Respectable. Respect that. Just not your cup of tea. Me. It's like my third time listening to this shit, right? What do I want to say here? It's not bad. It's not something I would particularly listen to. I can hear that there's talent. I listen to a couple of other shit. There is some talent there. I would say, like, he's not bad at making music or whatever, but like you said, this is not particularly my cup of tea as far as a song, but I could see how somebody might like this. And in the effort of just kind of fucking being devil's advocate, I'll thumbs up the shit.
Oh, God. You're a Black Story because Black Story loves this shit.
No, he don't. I'm finna bring up Black Story right now.
This bag.
Because since Dale had to drop out real quick, actually, and before we even get to OB, bro, I'm finna bring up Black Shadori. Is you there? You ready? Because I'm finna bring you up, homeboy. Is you ready? Let me see. You can hear me, Black? You might not have his shit on. But in the meantime, I go to OB, man. OB, you might be the difference between a tie.
Oh, man. Over here, excited. Yeah, I mean, there, like you said, it wasn't bad. But a middle for me is these days, it leans more towards a thumbs down, just because I do hear a lot of stuff, and it just middle stuff. Cloud said last week, I think it's just it almost is worse than bad sometimes. Not to say that, but again, not to harsh on this. The beat, I thought the piano could have evolved a little more. I thought that first verse had a couple of like simple rhymes. Not to say the bars were bad, but the rhymes were a little simple. And then kind of like these guys, just not really my vibe. So gonna have to go with a thumbs down. Not bad, but thumbs down. Sorry.
One gangster enough.
Sorry.
One cloud. It's only one cloud. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, I don't want to be the don't quit. I'm not saying you should
y'all
quit.
scared of Cloud, man. I'm finna put 2 thumbs up just to fucking. I count for 2 votes.
I don't know, man. Some people gotta quit, bro. Some people gotta quit, bro.
Some people gotta quit. Yeah,
I'm not saying him. I'm not saying him, but
I agree.
Listen, maybe he needs to follow Cloud's advice from a previous episode. Or was it the tweet actually? It was a tweet that you said try different beats until you find the beat that's for you.
I don't really want to hear him on any beats.
He said no.
I just don't like him.
That wasn't for him. He said that wasn't for him.
Almost forgot. Here you go.
Oh man, hey.
That's terrible. Go ahead, keep making music, Cloud9, man. That shit wasn't terrible. Bro.
Listen,
I heard
man, I'm the only one saying this shit. Nobody else saying this shit. It's all me.
All All right, seeing that you got 1 thumbs up and 3, you get the it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But I will say I heard some of his other music, so keep doing your thing. I'm sure there's an audience out there for you, brother, man. And if you want to check out more of his music, the Spotify is pulled up, and let me drop the Instagram real quick while we up here. Mr.
You skipped
Cloud.
me. What the hell?
Oh, I forgot you was here. My
Bruh.
bad.
Damn, man.
No, I didn't have you.
That's
It's my
crazy.
bad because I didn't have you on the banner. But what you got, Star? I'm sorry. I
That's
apologize.
okay.
I'm giving myself a hate. Okay, as soon as we get done.
Thank
All right,
you.
What you?
And I get a yeah, ho.
All right, Star. What you think? What you got?
So the beat was underwhelming. It was kind of like a YouTube type beat, I guess, but it was very boring. I agree with Obi. It could have used some variation. As far as like lyrical content, I mean, I appreciate that. At least it was like some inspirational type stuff. I appreciate that about it. I would say his flow was boring. The way he was enunciating the words, it was like too proper to where it did not sound cool at all. It's like a school teacher trying to rap or something. Like I didn't.
I think he kind of looks like a school teacher. He might be a math.
He does. He
trigonometry or some shit. Maybe
He might need to get in like that G Easy lane or like something like that, right? Like
some Macklemore type
maybe,
shit.
but
yeah, exactly.
It's still whack though. It's still
Stuff
whack.
that's not for me.
I mean, but there's a market for that kind of whack though, I guess. I mean, sorry to call you whack, man, but
shout out
I
Jersey
appreciate the
though.
inspiration. I appreciate the inspiration.
You should have left you out. Damn, you fucked up the confidence. Yeah,
You know what? I changed my mind. This shit fire. This shit fire. This my shit. This my shit, man. This beat is crazy. I changed my mind.
Whatever.
Get some
Only one
cloud
cloud
beats,
can exist. This
you
is
know,
like
it might
fucking
be alright.
Highlander
The
type.
He can be cloud number 2. He never cloud number 1. He never cloud number 1.
Change that 9 to a
He's
2.
from Jersey, from the East Coast, dog. It's one of your people right here.
Jersey.
Jersey son.
That's
Jersey up. Cloud9 though. If you like what you hear, man, his info is right here. The Instagram is pulled up. Keep doing your thing. And teaching fucking algebra on the side, brother, man.
That's how you an asshole, man.
Bro, how did you find him, D?
Man, I plug in certain artists and then like it just recommends people. So just if I don't get somebody that contacts me directly, if I contact them or something, I just pick a motherfucker out of hat. So I like to mix it
This
up.
is like somebody
I'm
you
not
find
gonna contact
when you
us
do.
after this week.
Yeah, this is the type of artist you find when you do hashtag independent artist, hashtag rapper.
Oh, it gets worse. Have you delved into the independent?
It's been worse. It's been worse on here.
Yeah, I know.
It's been much worse. I will give him that. He's not the worst.
Nah, not even close, bro. Not even close. All right, so let's get ready. Is Black Shaduri in here, man? You here because you up, homeboy. We might have to come back to his joint. All right. Let's go into the Lupe Kendrick thingamajigam. Which is very hypothetical. I want to put that out there. So this is a very hypothetical one for me, but I think it's relevant. Plus, anytime I get to bash Lupe, I'm gonna take advantage of that because I don't like Lupe that much. Lupe hates Kendrick because he spent his whole life studying wushu on the Yangtze River, but everybody calls that nigga Kung Fu Kenny. So that goes off to the original tweet, which says Lupe saying Logic was a better rapper than Kendrick, and that nigga literally bit the entire Good Kid, Mad City concept for his debut album. You cannot make this up. So at a certain point, Lupe said Logic was better rapper than Kendrick. I guess you can analyze that if you want to, but a lot of people are saying that may be because of, Kendrick kind of stole his lane. If you're looking at conscious rappers, right? Lupe was kind of one of the original in that fold, one of the original backpackers, I would say, right? So do you think there's any truth to Logic being better than Kendrick, or do y'all think it could be possibly Lupe holding some animosity for certain rappers, man? What do y'all think about that shit, bro?
You don't make better music, but as a wordsmith, there might be something there. And I know people don't want to admit that because they don't they don't listen with those types of ears, which is, you know, a fan is going to listen with different ears than a lyricist, but there's something there. But if he's talking about music, no. Kendrick definitely makes better music.
Yeah, I think Logic makes some good stuff, and it's more up for debate than people might want to think. I wouldn't put Logic above Kendrick lyrically, but if for certain tastes, I could see it for sure. But yeah, as far as music, I like Logic, but definitely not bet more than Kendrick.
I mean, Kendrick isn't a top tier lyricist.
Sure, no, yeah.
We gotta be honest about that.
You said isn't?
No.
Ooh, hot take.
He's
hot
not.
take.
I think he's it
He's got
flows.
more of the
I think it's
other
more
qualities.
flowing.
Yeah, more of the other qualities like charisma and, you know, storytelling and shit like that.
Logic is a top 10 lyricist, you think?
No, I don't think either of them are.
I feel you on that. And better is such a wide term, right? When you say somebody is better than somebody, you can be talking your preference, right? You could be talking lyrically. You could be talking a better fucking salesman. You could be better talking a better feature on songs. Like, there's so many things you can talk about better. But at the end of the day, I think when you say somebody better, it's just your preference, right? 9 times out of 10. Unless somebody just kind of sucks, right? Unless it's clear and obvious that, you know, fucking Jay-Z is better than Gucci Mane, right? I love Gucci, but come on now.
I want to say, I don't,
Hey, watch out, bro.
Jay-Z didn't make shirt off.
Bro, we're not gonna have this discussion, bro.
My shirt off.
You know, we're gonna go.
Listen, Logic, is he talented? Yes. Is he better than Kendrick? No. Is Lupe hating? Yes. Is Lupe talented? Yes. But you can't.
Lupe's better than both of them.
But you can't knock these dudes because they were able to maintain momentum and you weren't. Like, honestly, if you feel like you're talented enough to have a lane, ain't nobody gonna knock you out your lane. You stay in your lane. But, well, you know, it dried up. So you can't be mad that people are carrying the momentum and you're not. Eventually, it's gonna be like, Lupe who? Like, to the generations that are coming up now. And I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm just saying now he's going to be like, oh yeah, that guy that just has like hot takes every now and then and talk shit about people versus, oh, this is the talent that Lupe actually, you know, gave to the game. That's just gone. I mean, it's going, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go drop stuff. Remind people.
I mean, he's dropped shit, but it's just not hitting. And honestly, it's nothing to do with his talent, bro. It's nothing to do with Lupe's talent. Lupe is just kind of a fucking asshole, bro. Like, if we're gonna keep it a bean, this is me personally speaking. You know what I mean? I'm from Chicago, the West Side, where he's always talking about that he's putting nobody fucking on, where he's featured on nobody's fucking shit, where he's literally shot it out nobody from the fucking West. Like, Saba and them, that's supposed to be your fucking underlings, bro. That's supposed to be your people you put on to me. And I just don't like the way that he handles his business. And 90% of the problems with Lupe is because of his own ego, bro.
Yeah, that's what's gonna
period
kill
point
his
blank.
career.
He's doing push-ups and taking Instagram selfies right now, bro. He's lifting weights at 45 fucking years old and taking pouty lip fucking selfies, bro. Like, he just moves corny and he fucking turns people the wrong way. And this is me personally, nothing to do with the panel. Whoever, you know, fuck with Lupe, you fuck with Lupe. But nobody in the city fuck with Lupe, bro. There's nobody in Chicago fucking with Lupe, dog. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Really? I'm surprised. I thought that nigga had a militia behind him.
That nigga ain't got shit. His daddy's solid.
Yo, what? All right, see, you about to have Lupe pull up on you.
I'm not worried about it. I ain't, whatsoever. I'll be there October 8th for cousin wedding, bro. Pull up and see how that goes for you. But I'm just saying, bro, like, nobody really fucks with dude, bro. And it's his fault. It's entirely his fault. So I just think part of this is that it's like Kendrick's getting all this fame and Kendrick is doing all this. I can rhyme better than, like Cloud said, he's more talented. I can rhyme better than Kendrick. My shit is more deep and introspective. Why the fuck he getting these accolades? I think that's part of it. Be honest with you, yo. he says honestly where he should be in there. He says that MIT, like, you need a fucking degree to critique hip hop, and he's the one pushing AI and teaming with MIT nerds and not hip hop people in that room doing this shit. So I ran over, bro. I got no love for Lupe though, dog. You feel me? That's
too much yapping, and not enough great rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like too much hating.
You didn't like his album?
No, it's not. And then when I think about what he do, it's the same thing with Drake. You spending too much time yapping. It's killing the quality of your work. And I don't want to see the oversaturation of you just talking shit out your ass to get people to come listen to you. Prove the talent with the talent. That's it.
Do yap a lot. I'm better than so and so. I can watch so and so. If I battle so and so, I'd win. Well, do it, motherfucker. When was the battle you won, bro?
The impact wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, talented, great bars, but the impact on me and how I feel about it, the replay value is not there.
Yeah, I mean, I like Samurai from last year. I kind of wish that what he released this year was a little bit like, I don't want to say more new music, because there were new elements and new parts for sure, but would have been nice to get something more new, like a full thing from him, so that he's on a little bit more of a consistent dropping thing. But yeah, I kind of wish we were getting more music and less talking from Lupe, to be honest.
Too busy doing push-ups on Instagram, bro. Back Shaduri, what's going on with your homeboy?
What's going on with niggas? Appreciate you for having me.
Hey, appreciate you coming through, brother. Do you have anything to add to this? Like I said, we're not rumoring it up. We're not talking shit. I'm talking shit about Lupe because I don't like Lupe. Outside of that,
you was talking some shit. You was talking some shit about Lupe. I'm not gonna lie. You was, but I actually respect what you saying though, especially being a nigga from Chicago. I got niggas from Chicago too who have they've said similar things. I'm not going to. They've said similar things, you know. This situation though, this is one of them situations where y'all ever heard of the term perpetualism?
Break it down to college words for me.
All right, so you look at the word ism. Ism is a system of things, right? And then perpetualism is more or less just a system of perpetuation, right? Where it's a bunch of different, you know, things being perpetuated at once that culminates to the totality of the result or product that you're able to observe or experience.
I'm about to hit him with a yeah hole right now.
So look, it go like this. It go like this. This Lupe versus Kendrick shit, because I've seen some of the shit that Lupe has said before, you know, and Kendrick is smart enough and he knows better not to engage in it or perpetuate it himself or, you know, respond to it, nothing like that. Lupe, he's kind of in a position where he's a little more free to be able to, like, you know, talk his shit or whatever. But this situation is more or less the same as, like, the shit we seen with a Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj.
Right.
Where, you know, you got a pioneer of sorts or an elder of sorts where they're looking like, nigga, I'm seeing some of my shit in your cooking. I'm seeing some of my seasoning, some of my grease is in your wings. I can, you know what I'm saying? Like I see it. So I'm looking at that like, how come you haven't out loud paid some type of like homage or some shit to me or whatever? And then on top of that, nigga, you know I'm over there like in fucking Okinawa training with the samurai swords and all that shit. Now you calling yourself Kung Fu Kenny, now you rocking dreads and all that shit. So he probably looking at it like, nigga, you my son, but you don't show daddy no love or whatever. You know, he's probably looking at it like that. And you know, the same shit with Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, except for Kendrick didn't do what Nicki did and start coming back like, nigga, you washed up, I'm better than you anyway, which is good. It's good that he didn't go that route, but you know, it's
I feel you. College word. We heard a college word in the rouse. Take you a year. I like that shit. That was a good breakdown, good synopsis, I think, bro. What do y'all think about that? Yo, does he not pay homage? Do y'all think more rappers should pay homage to a Lupe who said kind of broke the backpacker nerd skateboard shit? You feel me? Like, was a lot of people doing that prior? Is he one of the pioneers of that shit? You think that movement?
No, nobody should be. Nobody should be. Oh, good.
What y'all
niggas was doing that before Lupe. Niggas was doing that before.
What was it, about 03-ish? somewhere in there. 04-ish.
Yeah, I seen Bay, Common, you know what I mean, all them other niggas, they was doing To Live Quietly, like they was doing Kanye West, niggas was doing the backpack.
Common wasn't no skateboardy nerd shit though. Common had a big vocabulary, but Common still was plugged in.
Okay, the skateboarder geek nigga.
He had Kango hat on. He had
all
Kango
right,
hat.
that archetype, I'll give Lupe that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, more or less, I mean, again, it is undeniable that Kendrick does kind of take up after some Lupe's footprints and his imprints and shit like that. You can see it, you can hear it. You know what I'm saying? If you really know how to digest this shit and analyze it, you can see it. But is it enough to where I feel like Kendrick should out loud pay homage? Not really. I mean, me personally, as a rapper myself, I know some little niggas that been taking up my shit. They take my shit. They use my aesthetic, all sorts of shit. There's one nigga I've even said to him, but like not like on a public platform, whatever, but I didn't crash out about it or whatever. But I said to the nigga, like, you know you my son, right? He was like, yeah. And that's good enough for me. I don't need you to validate me out loud. Just seeing like you using my shit, you know the truth, I know the truth. I don't have to. Why do I need to go out my way to say something about it? That to me, just my type of principles. That's not me. That's not what I do. That's kind of diva-ish, you know. But you know, if that's how they want to handle it, that's.
Nah, you made a good point. I do think he moving like Lil Kim, low key, like so. Yeah, you know, you need to give me my props. Nah, that was really good comparison. But I feel like you said, like you had a situation where you went about it. I feel like it's all about how you go about it. If his first attempt of going about is, I'm gonna go up on the radio or whatever, or go on social media and say like, nah, he's biting off of me, blah blah blah, and kind of like taunt and disrespect him, nobody's gonna respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, hey bro, what's going on with this? I mean, maybe Kendrick seeing it like, hey, I didn't even think of it that way. If anything, I look up to Kanye, not you, dude. But you know, he's a thing of the past. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, at the same time, check this right. A nigga like Lupe, as lyrical as he is, now at the end of the day, let's look at it like a good friend of mine, Noto, he got a song called Basketball is Like Hip Hop, which is true. You could use the allegory of basketball in NBA system and structure to describe and analyze hip hop very often, right? In NBA terms, how many basketball players, legend or not, can really break down the game? So it's not a guarantee that just because you're an elite or god tier lyricist that you know how to really analyze the shit or whatever. But as smart as Lupe is, he knows how to, he knows what's good, he knows what's nice and what's not nice. For him to go out his way to say some shit like, not only do I think Kendrick is overrated, I think Logic is better. That's clearly you just trying to spite the nigga. Clearly, because there's no way you think that. There's no.
Shout out to Cam too. Nah, Logic is hot dog water. Bro just rhymes words, reminds people he's half black every other bar. Hippity hoo blah blah. Give me one Logic quotable. Yeah,
I mean, I got Logic songs that I used to fuck with, whatever. I'm not saying Logic is garbage. I mean, fuck that nigga, me personally, but like,
yeah, you know, AI.
Is Logic a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck no. Like,
hell no. Just off face value. Sometimes you can debate some shit, bro. I don't even think that's a debatable for me. Maybe some people, I don't know. Maybe you grew up in like Missouri or some shit on a farm or some shit. Maybe fucking Logic is better than fucking kid, but nah, not in the real world. You feel me? Any last thoughts on that subject, man? Y'all ready to move on? All right, so let's move on to this interesting conversation, interesting exchange. I think we got pull this up real quick. the one and only Black Shadari. And let me go up so we can get some context in this conversation. Star puts, who's the star person? I don't even know. As a small emerging artist, you can't really afford to do the whole mysterious thing, especially in this era of transparency and visibility. Once you have an invested fan base, then you can pull back and pull the mysterious card, and then, you know, a bunch of back and forth goes back. We don't need to read all that shit. But I think the main point here is, I think in this current era, all the tools for marketing yourself is so easily accessible that if someone well-funded enough and very talented enough tried that gimmick, which is the mysterious shit we talking about, they can still thrive even while being mysterious. Because yes, people do want to see the person nowadays. It's more about the character, personality that you market, but that's predicted on how personable you are and your art is. For example, an artist like Vegas said, I can't even say that fucking shit. I don't know that cat, you know, but you see the word. It's doing his thing while also heavy in his mystique. He's even masked in public. Niggas that hang out with him have said when he went to take smoke break, the motherfucker went down the block because he had to take the mask off. So in this new DIY era, there's definitely room for it, especially how many Doom, Woods, and Mock fans out there. Mock homie, shout out. That ish gets ate up. Visuals are more like an added layer to ish, but you could still succeed without it. So you have there, we even have the person who made this very concise and nuanced ass tweet, right? So going back to mysterious personas, anybody could chime in too. Can you be successful? And going off this tweet and you know how well it was put together, right? Do y'all agree with the sentiment? And if Black wants to kind of expand on that, if he didn't get everything in, he can expand as well. But what do y'all think overall about the mysterious gimmick? Can you do that in this age of voyeurism and shit, right?
I think it's possible. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Obi, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I think it's possible, right? But if you look at that, right, the caliber of artist is pretty high, even though I'm not as much of a Billy Woods fan. The fans that he has love him, right? So I think it's about accessibility of the music and your range of mysteriousness. The easier the music is accessible, the better. But if it's hard to get to, I do think you need to be a high tier artist, like listed on here. You know, the music has to match how hard it is to get to it, basically.
Yeah, I agree. The music definitely got to be there. That's a part of the whole marketing. But I think if to add to that, like if your whole thing is like I'm being mysterious, it's not that you're not posting about yourself, because you gotta like maintain some sort of traction. I feel like you have to find a way to market the mysteriousness. You know what I'm saying? Like Doom's mask was pretty fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just find ways to like, hey, I'm not necessarily telling you my every move, but here's this look that has people like Marshmello on outside of rap. Like people love that dude, and they're like, who's the person behind the mask? Still maintains the mystery and the edge. So I feel like it's all about how you go about it, you know.
Yeah, if you're mysterious and you're just online, that's probably not going to work as well. If you can go get outside and reach people and be shown a little bit, that
go outside,
like be better.
Touch grass, motherfucker.
Do we even know what Daft Punk look like?
You said Daft Punk?
Yeah, I don't even know what they look like outside underneath the man.
I'm pretty sure there's pictures of them out there because they like 85 years old, bro. I mean, you can only go so long. You ain't know what my commie looks like. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, yes. So look, because first I wanted to hear everybody else, and I wanted to see what points get brought up. There's
right.
Things that I want to brush up on as far as someone said the range of anonymity. I also want to speak on internet anonymity and exclusivity as well. And then how far can a motherfucker like that go? Because somebody said it depends on your caliber. Number one, the product has to be there. And then number two, it also depends on, did you already establish something in the first place that you can eat off of, right? But let's look at niggas like MF Doom. Let's look at niggas like Makami. niggas do know what my commie looks like, and there's a wide array of people who do remember when MF Doom was Zev Love X. Is there still a bunch of people who don't know what my commie looks like, who don't know what MF Doom looks like, who never knew he was Zev Love X? Yes, there is. However, there is a slight difference. I mean, you could throw a nigga like yo was talking about him earlier, Kendrick Lamar. That is another quote unquote, mystique leaning nigga right there. Where we want to talk about range of anonymity, it doesn't have to be like, oh, you a rapper rocking the mask, nobody knows what you look like. You could be a nigga that you don't appear until like, the stars align or some crazy shit. You could rock the mystique gimmick all sorts of different ways, and it's valid. But I like to present some exhibits here, some evidence for this case.
Oh shit, exhibit.
Right. Let's talk first and foremost about what if you're just a nigga that is just online. Nobody knows what you look like. Nobody knows too much about your personal life, but your music is accessible and you're marketing yourself online and you're very active online with your following. So one cat I know, his name is Clown Cat. Now, I met this nigga back when he was like 15 years old. I met him when he was 15 years old. He was a producer. He's a producer. Now, you always talking about how you gotta have a little something that was already established. He had a small following because before he decided to take up music, he was an internet troll, but that's actually what got his account clapped. And when he came back to Twitter, he was like, you know what? Let me try to do something more productive with my time. Fuck it. I'm gonna start making beats. I'm gonna teach myself how to produce. And that nigga has skyrocketed since. This dude, Clown Cat. Now, people know there's a small amount of his fan base that know his real name because he used to have it on his older account, so they know like his real name, like his first name. But this is a dude, again, I met him when he was like 16. I've known this nigga personally. I can call this nigga right now. I know niggas that know him personally. Nobody knows what this nigga looks like. Nobody. His own fans never even heard this nigga's voice. Now, I've heard this nigga's voice because I've spoken to him here and there, like verbally, but he's real good with his mystique and his mysterious shit. Now, this is the thing. Because of how young he is and slightly inexperienced he is he doing too much of legwork and groundwork where like niggas local to his place know about him? Is he going to beat spots and hooking up this NPC, advertising himself to groups and crowds, all that shit? No. This is a nigga that his activity and his footprint is exclusively digital. However, just off of him and working the internet, because the internet, I mean, it makes you reachable to everybody and it makes everybody reachable to you. I seen this nigga go from, hey, look at me, I'm teaching myself to make beats, to him getting a signed deal with Rock Nation's sister company. Y'all ever heard of Equity Distribution?
Yeah.
That nigga was signed with them for a little bit. And mind you, I didn't even know that he was signed to them niggas till we was mid-production of a collaborative album between myself, him, and another artist from Jersey, Patty Honcho. And this came about around 2022, around the middle of 2022. Actually, no, this came about early 2023 because he was working with another cat from Virginia named Unruly. Now, another nigga like Unruly. This is a dude where he's shown some facsimile of the anonymity thing. He switched off of that gimmick to go a more outspoken route because that connects with people a little more, But he was a nigga where people did see what he looks like, so it wasn't like he was hiding his face. He wasn't no mask nigga, but his activity was strictly online. But at the same time, he was mysterious in the sense of on some Kendrick Lamar shit. Like he'd appear every once in a blue moon, or he would only show up when it's time for an album rollout, or this or that. But these is two niggas where they was able to land endorsements with. You got equity distribution, you got Static Selector endorsements, you got Vic Spencer endorsements, public shout outs from certain niggas, collaborative works with established artists like SD Nag, Rome Streets. You got Coach Bombay that was trying to, you know, spit shit in Clown Cat's ear. And this is, again, Clown Cat don't do no shows, let alone does this nigga got merch, a personal website, nothing. This is an exclusively internet nigga. But he's able to still get off on that just because of, you know, his maintenance, the character he shows is marketable, and then, of course, product. He's got the product that's there. But now let's look at niggas who is just like these mass niggas. Like how much is voyeurism really necessary, especially in this era? I mean, you look at it, it's to the point where in this era, niggas don't even really care too much for merch just because of how accessible the internet makes any and everything. Any music they want to hear from you, they can either pirate, get off your personal website, or stream. So it's like, how much do people really want from you or expect from you? You know, when you establish a core fan base, you know what I'm saying? When you establish core fan base, those is going to be like those day ones, those diehard fans, those going to be the only niggas you really got to start worrying about and pleasing, to where maybe some voyeurism might start coming into play. But as I spoke on before, a cat like Vega 7 the Ronin, he from Queens. Now, does any of his personal friends know what he looked like? My nigga Laura Owen from Carolina, they live together. Like you know what I'm saying, they live together. So he's seen his face, but he's the one that told me that story of they was about to do some show, and the nigga Vega was like, hey, yo, hold on, I gotta take a smoke break right quick. They thought he was just going, you know, pop the mask down, pull out his Lucy, you know, smoke his square right there. Nah, the nigga went down the block. Nigga, just to make sure nobody seen the motherfucker's face. And this is another nigga where he's also doing the internet anonymity thing. He doesn't have much of a crazy digital footprint. He barely posts, is barely active on his social media pages. You go to DM this nigga, he might not respond till like a month later, but the nigga gonna call you. He's not even gonna text you back. No, he's just gonna call you directly to talk. Like, he's a real mysterious ass nigga. But this is a nigga where you want to look at his success as a aspiring artist, as a rising talent. He first made his debut of impact by entering. Y'all remember when Mickey Fax during the COVID era was doing those IG live competitions before he started up the school?
Yeah.
Vega 7 the Ronin was actually the winner of one of those challenges, one of those tournaments he was having. And he was the one that he spit a verse off the dome for Lupe Fiasco and Mickey Fax, and blew them niggas away so much, pause, that they was like, nah, like we got fuck with son. Like, hold up, like what's son doing? And mind you, when he entered that competition, no albums. He didn't drop an album till after he did that, which was smart. Flash forward, he's still keeping up with the Mysterious Bag. This nigga later landed the deal with, y'all ever heard of Copenhagen Records? Y'all know about them?
Yeah.
So Copenhagen, for the underground, they are a big platform for vinyl and physical merch distribution. This nigga has a deal with them, distribution deal with them, where he's able to manufacture and sell product directly through them, to the point where he doesn't even need to drop on streaming. I think there's been a project before that he's dropped strictly through them, and he still ate off that, because there's niggas that fuck with him and they know what he's about, and you know, they pay attention to the patterns. They're like, okay, this is not no nigga I can catch on the fly on the internet. This is a nigga you just gotta like know when he's gonna pop out, know when he's gonna go back to his cave and shit like that. So this is a good example of niggas that's doing that. And of course, when people see that, especially if they see it working, all them Mock fans, them Woods fans, those niggas who eat that gimmick up, they love shit like that. There's room for that. There's really room. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's crazy.
So my thing is, how did they get on? Like, how do you? Because you mentioned one guy, he got on because he used to be a troll, right? I feel like the mysterious thing, you got to have some aspect doing the heavy lifting for you. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda, because it's like I could speak to it too, because I was in a group with a dude. I'm not sure which of y'all are familiar with Issue. He don't rap no more, but he's E40's youngest, and he used to do like the whole mask thing, and like I don't want to say he was leveraging that, because the people that he was working with were completely separated from like the hyphy shit. Like he was working with Cool AD, and we ended up like going over there. Like we were going to go to Stone's Throw at one point, but like he's somebody that, like the mysteriousness and the fact that he like kept his identity and all that shit like out of like the headlines as much as he could, that made people interested. There was like,
you said he was E40's youngest?
Yeah.
So how we know that there still wasn't like some resources he had access to at an expedited rate compared to others?
No, there definitely was. There definitely was. But I'm talking about the public, like the public perception of it. You know what I'm saying? Because he kept that like out of what, the normal person would know.
Yeah, but if the nigga got like, and like I said, expedited reach to the right resources to where he could get somewhere faster than like a normal rising talent starting fresh would, that's a slightly different case. These niggas I'm talking about, like for example, Clown Cat, right?
Yeah.
This a nigga where he was doing the same type of legwork everybody else was doing. Let me advertise myself on the internet. Now he's killing the TikTok shit. Niggas is fucking with him on the TikTok shit because TikTok puts you in front of everybody. He was lucky enough to where, like y'all talked about earlier, having product. He had product that spoke for himself. But I was one of the first rappers. I was the first rapper to come across this nigga on that side of hip hop Twitter, and was like, you know what? Let me holler at him. Like, throwing shit in his ear. Like, yo, keep doing your thing. Then boom, he worked with another rising talent. So, and he caught that rising talent at a great moment to where they both at comparable levels. And then boom, they go and drop something that's impressive to others. And then to where you networking with other rising talents to where their fans end up becoming your fans. This nigga fans end up becoming your fans. And then so much so to where, let's say you work with somebody who might know another nigga. I guess through word of mouth or just seeing his artistry, his works, and his catalog come across the timeline, because every single rapper is marketing to different niches. They part of different subcultures, different niggas. You got certain niggas like me, right? I fuck with the Vic Spencers and shit like that's my man. So I'm kind of on that side. I fuck with the Vic Spencers, the older cats, the shit like that. My nigga Nordo, he fuck with people that's close with Rock Monster, just different niggas like that. I guess maybe one of the people that Clown Cat ended up working with was a nigga that might have knew one of them equity niggas, and then you got one of they A&R reaching out to him like, yo, fuck it, I'll get you a distribution deal. Boom, just off that distribution deal, he's able to get marketed on a wider platform. He of course left them niggas, but by the time he left them, he had already acclimated a following from this prior internet activity, his rap network, because he was often in myself and Know-It-All's coalition spaces. So like he did the same type of work I was doing. It's just he wasn't doing no in-person shit like, oh, let me throw shows, let me do merch. And again, nobody knows what this nigga looks like.
But let me ask you this real quick. You know, a lot of the thing we talk about is kind of revolving around more underground type of shit, right? To be honest with you, right? Which kind of lends to the point, right? Is there a certain level that you maybe capped at with the Mysterious? Like Doom may be like A1, right? That may be like the best you could do with the underground. But do you think you get into a Kendrick, you get into a Drake? Now, granted, the machine is involved. There's other shit involved in that, right?
Yeah.
Can you get to that A1 level you did playing that mysterious role? You feel me?
Can you get to an MF Doom type level while playing the mysterious role? I'll say yeah. I mean, because again, you look at Makami, for him to become a household name while still like within the underground networks and shit, and him being the top dog of the underground, you could get to that level, especially if you rub shoulders with the right means. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, MF Doom, after his whole Zev Love X gimmick, he met a woman that he was dealing with, this white woman who's part of the 5% Nation, which is crazy to me.
It's white 5%. It's more than one.
A white 5%. A white 5%.
I know you're talking about.
But you know, her name is Walasia. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting her, and she was hanging around me and my niggas for a hot ass minute, telling us a bunch of different stories about Doom, giving us games, just different shit. And she was, you know, associating herself with us. And where she came from, how she heard of us, I don't exactly fucking know. But you might catch the right eyes, because at the end of the day, all these niggas is watching for real. All these niggas is watching. You might catch the right eyes, and they could be somebody that you wouldn't expect. And Walasia also happens to know Clown Cat, and she, you know, gave that nigga some advice and some help with certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And Walasia, she's extended offers to me and my team a bunch of different times. We haven't capitalized just yet. We waiting for the right moment, but again, like, you know, like it can happen. It can happen. It can happen.
Yeah, but you capped at that, right? If you want to be the king of the underground, right? You kind of capped at the underground, you think?
Do you cap it at MF Doom? I mean, MF Doom is still pretty widely known. At the end of the day, though,
it's authentic, though.
How far your success goes is entirely predicated upon what your goal and purpose is with the music.
Facts.
All these niggas that's capping at the underground, like, for example, a Rock Marcy, he does not want to be bigger than he is right now.
Yeah.
Vic Spencer, he does not want to be bigger than he is right now. That's why he's opening up schools and helping kids doing other shit. You see what I'm saying? Westside Gun, he doesn't want to be any bigger than he is right now. And that's why he's blowing up off of other ventures outside the music shit. The niggas that do the underground shit is predominantly niggas that's like, we on some purist shit. This come from our purist ideology of how hip-hop should be and sound, and just our admiration and love and respect for the culture and the game itself, that we're going to participate, we're going to, you know, give back to it, and this is our way of doing it. But if you a nigga where you're like, I want to be, you know, Drake level of notoriety and shit like that, you're not going to think to do the anonymous type tip. You're not even going to think to do that. You're going to let me do whatever the fuck I can to get in front of whoever. Like, that's why you got all these little niggas. Like, you got the baby walking around in diapers. You got this nigga. That's where the gimmicks, the all the other shit come into play. You know what I'm saying? So it's entirely predicated upon what you even trying to do in the first place. How famous are you trying to get? You know?
Yeah, facts. All right, man. Any last thoughts on that? I feel like we about 2 hours over that motherfucker. That was a good ass discussion though, man. I appreciate that fucking insight you brought, brother. That's a lot of insider information. I love when we be able to get in and break down people who actually do the shit, because there's a difference between having knowledge of some shit and having experience and know-how, right?
Exactly.
Been in the fucking trenches. You feel me? Exactly. Any last thoughts on that joint? All right, man. We're gonna get ready to get up out of there. I ain't gonna keep my people too long. I see some heads nodding. Y'all motherfuckers gotta go to work in the morning and shit like that. Yeah. So let's go up to what are you listening to, man? toss this out to y'all, man, and put Black on the spot too. Know what I mean, I know you probably weren't prepared for that shit, but you got to pull out the playlist, homeboy. Whoever want to start, you want to pull out your Spotify playlist, your iTunes, whatever your preference as far as what you stream music on, man. Put the people onto some new music. So whoever want to go first.
As far as the shit I'm listening to, I mean, and I've said this plenty of times, hip hop or rap is my least consumed genre of music. I'm mostly listening to shit like Hector Lavoe, Elvis Crespo. I'm listening to ancient Mali music, like shit like that. But as far as rap, whenever I do tap into rap, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Happy Art Productions, he just recently dropped. He was, I've been listening to some of his shit. My nigga 2G's recently dropped. My nigga Patty Honcho recently dropped with a producer friend of mine, Scale Beats from Sydney, Australia. I've been listening to some of their shit. I've been listening to a lot of Monday Night. He's a cat from out here in Richmond, the 804 area. He's man nice. Monday Night is fire. I've been listening to Fly Anakin. You know what I'm saying? Just niggas like that. Like anytime I listen to rap, I go the purest route. I don't listen to too many mainstream niggas for real. The only mainstream nigga that I've been listening to lately is Baby Chief Do It. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
AI. Ain't he using AI to write his lyrics, bro?
Yeah, he came out and said that. But hey,
He 15 or 16. He don't know no better.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting choice. Interesting.
And he made that hot song and made the beat. He good.
Yeah,
He good.
West. You talking about West? That's the
Yeah.
joint. Yeah, that's the joint I've been fucking.
Hey, just come out like that, bro. Nah, that kid's good. I like him.
Yeah, nah, he nice.
Baby Chief Do It. Tell him to write his own lyrics though.
Right.
Who else we got?
I'll go on my list. So I'm wrapping up some reviews for Joey and West Side Gun, giving those a few spins. I got to do my couple listens in the car just for fun and then take my notes. That's a minimum of 3 listens. Sometimes you don't get, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to critique it. That's what I've been listening to between them. And then I do like Amine's music. He dropped a new single called LA. So, listening to that as well. I have a bone to pick with him because of his last project. So I was like, I feel like I review pending. I don't want to give a false start. I like to let it marinate. So right now I'm letting it marinate before I put that out there.
All right, not bad. Yo, who else? Who next up? Don't be bashful, yo. What you been listening to?
I'll go.
Let's see. I've been listening to that Currency 830 a lot. Just got my review done for that. Been listening through the Grip Snub Nose from Cam and Cloud that they recommended. This Afro Crimson Fury. It's a concept album, which is I've heard. I like Ronin 7. Funny enough that you mentioned him. He had my favorite concept album last year with that one that he had. Didn't get it up in time. Shadow Runner. Shadow Runner. That was a good one. So yeah, no, he's dope for sure. Also been listening to Miko, Eastside Screw Up, and Chez Noir, No Validation. So lots of stuff going on there. Also a big Vic Spence fan. So glad to hear that you guys are buddies because yeah, I'm a big fan.
All right, not bad. Yeah, Chez Noir be flooding the motherfucking inbox, bro. Like, good marketing team, homeboy. Because we definitely get the email. Next up, who next? Pick somebody you on go, man.
I'm going to listen to that new West Side Gun project. I got fooled into thinking I was listening to it, but it was like some other West Side Gun thing that he was making. So whenever West Side Gun drops, I gotta bring out my air fryer and listen.
To the air fryer of all the fucking shit.
Hey, when I listen to West Side Gun, I want to sell drugs.
Foreman grill, dog. Anyway. Cloud, man, what you been listening to, bro?
I've been running back that I've talked about this like 3 times, but I've been running back that Killer Priest Forest to the Happy Ever After. That's my shit. Some shout out to Ice Cold Bishop. I've been fucking with him lately. Homeboy Sandman, Hellraiser, some Mocha Only. I've still been bumping Feel the Agony, Think Green specifically. That's my shit. Quelle Chris. Still got some old Saigon in rotation.
I heard that name so fucking long. You like the only motherfucker. You keeping the who's up, Saigon? Not Saigon.
I haven't heard that name
That's
since
my shit, man.
2014.
In Saigon?
You probably see the plays go up every time Cloud hit play on the motherfucking Saigon song.
I'm like, yo, what? Saigon?
Y'all bugging. Y'all fuck with Saigon?
No, not that we don't fuck with him. It's just
Back
like
in the day,
you just dusted off
Hey,
like
man,
a
this-
book in the corner.
That shit's still hard, bro. That shit's still hard, man. Warner shots is still my shit, man.
Yo, all right, we got Star. I ain't forget about you because I don't want you yelling this shit. Talking about I ain't forgot about what you.
The one time I don't have much to say. I haven't been listening to a lot of music honestly lately. Just my own stuff. So that's my content.
Own stuff that we want to hear, but we can't hear. You feel? We supposed to be family, dog. I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit. You have to drop something, yo. Drop something. Give me a snippet or something. God damn.
Actually, I posted snippets. You just don't be tapped in like that.
Whatever, man. You young thugging out there, yo. We ain't getting shit. All right. What I've been listening to. Torturing myself with this Duke Deuce. You feel me?
Future. Don Trip.
Why you got you see you hate? Well, let me find this motherfucking butt. See, it's the beautiful thing about being a host. I can just hit buttons and shit.
hey.
But yes,
Juicy
I've been
J?
listening to Future and Don Trip too. Well, fuck it. Just name a whole list.
I gotta listen to that new Juicy J project. I heard good things. I want to because him transition to jazz, I didn't see coming. And
I didn't listen to that. I'm not talking about that album. I'm avoiding that shit. I don't want to hear no.
Whoa, that thing it had some heat on it.
I don't listen to
That shit was good.
Jasmine?
Yes.
If you like jazz, it was good.
That song to Gangsta Boo, beautiful.
Gangsta Boo on jazz, bro.
No, he made a
Willie the
song.
Kid. Y'all don't listen to Willie the Kid?
Willie the Kid? Yeah.
Are you still around? Willie's still around?
Yeah.
Oh, the same Willie the Kid?
Yes.
Oh
from
God,
back-
I haven't heard that name.
the
in
nigga
years.
that was with LAD. Yeah. Bro, he's still
Both of them fire.
Put out like a VDon thing.
put out something like last year, I think.
Put like 4 or 5 projects with VDon.
His resurgence.
This year, yeah, I think you're right.
His resurgence started like 2019, some shit like that. Like he had it like yeah.
You should have been bigger than what he was, man. To be honest with you. I'm glad he's still making music.
No. He does. He said it himself. He does this rap shit for fun. He owns like liquor companies and all sorts of other shit. You know, his brother La the Dark Man, who helped him get on with what's that nigga name? You know, Don Cannon.
They fuck with the down south. They fuck with them Atlanta cats, man.
Yeah, Don Cannon and what's the nigga? The gangster. The Gangster Grill nigga.
Drama.
DJ Drama. Yeah. Because they was the ones that helped start that whole shit. But a lot of Dark Man, he's like an industry consultant or some shit like that. Like all them niggas, they be making background money. They don't even need this rap shit.
Hobby in that shit, huh?
Yeah,
exactly.
Shoot, Lil Jon is a bodybuilder now.
You said who?
Lil Jon's a bodybuilder now.
Oh yeah, he was he was on South Beach.
Damn, motherfucking no real bodybuilder, man. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway,
third place is third place.
Little ass nigga. But anyway, man, let's get ready to get up out of here, man. So I'm last minute, I'm gonna toss it to y'all. Y'all working on any projects y'all want to plug real quick, man. We got 145 people. Make sure y'all hit that motherfucker shit. But 145 people listening right now. So plug your shit. You feel me? What y'all got? What y'all working on? I love to hear my people doing big things. So we start with Cloud. We'll just go in the circle. Get over with Cloud. What you working on, bro?
Just random shit, man. I'm just working.
Enough said. You feel me? Take you a yeah hoe out the door. Man of little words, face ass. Lee, what you working on?
Sheesh, back to the pod this week. Catch me dropping a new episode at the Culture Decides.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Doing some reviews. I'm doing my homework so I can get back to y'all with honesty.
Hey, I like honest shit. Take your yeah hoe. Being a person of fucking integrity. Star. I don't care what you say. You're not getting a yeah hoe because you can piss me off. What you working on though?
Just been working on music, but focusing on the business. Just trying to find the balance, man. There's never any balance, but keep pushing. So that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, ho.
I give the herbs a yeah ho. Shout out to the herbs in the background. Y'all. Dale, what you working on?
Just working on some Jujutsu Kaisen videos with the new information that came out.
Say he was doing jujitsu. I'm like, get this mother.
hey, I wish I used to do Muay Thai, but I'm just doing some anime videos with all the new information coming out this week. So I got at least 1 or 2 videos coming out at least next week.
Look at that anime. You got Black Shidori in the building. That's that collaboration right there.
I'm not an anime. I'm not.
You got Chidori in your name.
He's trying to hide that shit. He like that nerd shit.
How do you come up with Chidori? That's a Naruto move.
Yeah, yes, it is. But see, you didn't even watch the interview I did with Star and D. I've said it. You know what I'm saying? I've said it before. Like how I got this name. It was just some here nigga damn shit. Like it was
like, Black Chidori. Somebody's like, oh shit, he got lightning fist.
He said Pharrell came in the room and was like, yeah, you look like how he named Clips and shit. Like,
he was like,
my name should have just been Black, but niggas was like, nah, that nigga Six Slack out here. What show you watching right now? I was like, my father got me watching Naruto. Nigga said, add Chidori. I said, okay.
What? I respect your friends because that's a crazy lob to throw. Like he does.
It does sound cool though.
Nigga don't even know what that shit means. Shit might mean
1,000 birds. That's what it means.
You had to look it up. Did you look it up before you named yourself that shit, bro?
I've been
right.
I've been with that.
Big brain and nigga. Obi, what the hell you working on over there? Shout to the Bears, bro. We gotta win this.
Oh man, I hope so. Am I allowed to say about what's going up tomorrow? Is that still a?
What the fuck is going up there? I don't even know what the fuck is going up. Oh yeah,
Okay.
sure, yeah. Talk about this shit, bro.
Yeah, I got an article going up tomorrow. Spent a lot of time on it. Got myself way behind on a bunch of other shit I was trying to, on reviews and stuff. So go to the website tomorrow, click it, read it, and then don't send me any complaints about what you read. I don't want to, don't want to hear it. So read it, give us the clicks, and then thank you.
Good luck with that shit. Take a yeah.
Oh, and also I'm trying to talk. Thank you. Trying to talk Cloud into remixing the new Joey Badass album because he's been on his remixes, and I could use some of that remix maybe. Don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm gonna push it a little bit, and then check out Rare. What? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
Nah, I'm not. Nah, that's all I'll say.
Fucked it up.
Because I like the album. I actually like the album, but I'm good off. Anything about it.
Man, be careful, man. We ain't gonna be able to get no features about it. We ain't gonna be able to get no beats about this motherfucker. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Don't big up Cloud, man. He needs to stay down. Homie prices, homeboy. Story, man. What you working on, brother? When the last drop? When you dropped like a year ago, man?
Yeah, Black is Beautiful with Happy Heart was my last drop. But lately, because we just came off a tour like middle of 20, like I'm gonna say maybe 3-4 months ago, and ever since then, like the whole team kind of just been on some lazy shit. But there's a lot of niggas that been dropping, like Nodo dropped, Patty dropped. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on 3 different albums. One of them is with a cat named Dom Archie. Another one is with a cat named Wiz Kelly from Atlanta. And then another one is an album I got with Don Carrera. Y'all know who that is? No. Y'all remember the West Side Gun album, Peace Fly Guard?
Yeah.
That was Don Carrera.
Oh, shit. Nice.
But yeah, I've been working on that. It's got a lot of big names that's on that album too. But more so just been focusing on like teamwork, team building. You know what I'm saying? I got my coalition, the Pentagon. We're coming out with a compilation of freestyles from various artists to drop a mixtape that's named after these hip hop showcases we used to throw all the time. They was called Scaring the Hoes Hip Hop Showcase. And so we got STH, we got the STH mixtape, Scaring the Hoes mixtape dropping real soon, you know. If any of y'all niggas in here rap and y'all want to submit shit, email it to me, email it to Know It All, whoever you want to email it to, y'all can submit shit. Y'all might make it up on there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we really doing that.
Yeah, shut up, bro. Scaring the Hoes me. That hell of a name.
Can I scare the host?
We gonna yeah hold that right in that awkward pause. That's all we got, man. I appreciate my panel, man, coming through, man. Y'all always gracing us with great knowledge, bro. Great discussions. You know what I'm saying? We don't do no rumor shit like I'm telling my homeboy down here. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking academics, nigga. But I appreciate everybody coming.
Y'all say about real shit. Y'all say certain shit y'all niggas was saying. I was kind of surprised because I'm like, oh shit, like y'all niggas like y'all don't hold back for real. But I like that though. I like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. But thank you for coming through, man. The guest Black, maybe we can get to come through again, man. Drop some insights for us, man. I know you don't really fuck with the podcast heavy like that, but you've been here, bro. You see, it's cool. It's a good environment. You feel me? But I appreciate my regulars too, man. Everybody coming through, man. And salute to the people who couldn't make it. Shout out to Cam out there on somebody's roof or some shit, fixing a flat tire, doing some man shit.
Hold on, how you get from the roof to the ground?
Bro, he doing something. He in the sky. He on the motherfucking ground. One or the other. But shout out to Cam, bro. Shout out to the whole team. And make sure y'all check tomorrow. We drop an article. I'm probably gonna be up for the next hour editing that bitch because I'm a procrastinator. But it's all good, bro. I don't need sleep. But that's all I got, man. I appreciate everybody. So on behalf of everybody here, all 150 of y'all, make sure y'all hit that share button and shit. Share the best motherfucking hip hop podcast where we ain't gossiping about no bullshit. You feel me? But we appreciate y'all all coming through, man. And I appreciate y'all on my panel, bro. So that's all I got. On behalf of everybody, I gotta say peace.